Before we go, fall back on it like domino. Close your eyes and go with the flow, girl. Hey, so give me one last wine before we go. Fall back on it like domino. Close your eyes and go with the flow, girl. Hey, and we say party night. Hey, hey, and everybody we say party night. Hey, and we say party night. Hey, hey, and everybody we say party night.
Wake up to the issues that matter most on the Ground Report. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith every morning from 6 to 9 a.m. for real talk, real analysis, and real perspectives on the stories shaping our nation. News, current affairs, and voices from the ground, unfiltered and unapologetic. That's the Ground Report. Weekday mornings on Talk City 91.1, where the conversation begins.
They are the echoes of who we are, passed down in voices, in silence, and in memory. From the heart of the Caribbean, where history, mystery, and magic meet, this is Echoes of Our Folklore. Echoes of Our Folklore. Your weekly journey into the legends, stories, and whispers of our islands.
Good morning. This is your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. The heart and soul of Carnival is being reenacted this morning at Piccadilly Street. The Canboulay riots embody the root of Trinidad and Tobago's carnival, calypso, and stick fighting. It birthed the Jamet culture, where the lower class of slavery days used music and satire to reclaim power. It stemmed from the 1881 riots when colonial authorities tried to stop the so-called rowdy celebrations in Port of Spain. The people revolted, defeating police in the streets on February 26, 1881. In other news, Tuco President Ainsley King has dismissed a circulating voice note suggesting that he attempted to influence the advancement of a Calypsonian. Speaking to reporters on Thursday, he said he believes this is part of a wider wave of misinformation surrounding this year's Calypso Monarch competition. The voice note, shared across WhatsApp groups and social media, appears to contain a voice note resembling Mr. King, allegedly assuring someone that he could help in the competition. However, he insisted the recording was not only unrelated to the competition, but also 2 years old.
All right, so that's somewhat, that was on a plane 2 years ago. 2 years ago, so that cannot be, and that was me being concerned coming to Trinidad to take up the president role, and was actually having a conversation with one of my, close core member as to who we could consider supporting to be the president or the chairman of the Tobago Zone. So that has nothing to do with our competition today.
The president said he knows exactly how the voice recording resurfaced, hinting that the audio was captured by a lone Tuco member who had been seated behind him on the aircraft. He explained that the discussion in the recording referenced his long-standing push for stronger female leadership within the organization.
It's total mischief because, I mean, that person, whoever did that tape, was on a plane. I think I know who it is because only one member from the organization would have been on the plane, probably in the back. And that was me just doing something that I have the rights to do. Somebody is going to replace me, so I was just considering a female too, because we don't have much female, and I've advocated for a female. It wasn't Rosalind, but Candice Robinson, a female, because I was very passionate of the opposite sex getting an opportunity, because Tuco has never had that.
Changing gears now, the Ministry of Education has completed its 2025-2026 nationwide distribution of laptops to 4-month students and teachers, delivering 18,000 devices. The ministry said the laptops had been procured for distribution across 154 secondary institutions, including 125 government and government-assisted schools in Trinidad, 9 schools in Tobago, 10 private institutions, and 10 junior life centers. It reminded that a total of 17,487 students were placed into secondary schools, with 17,188 laptops being distributed based on confirmed enrollment data submitted by receiving secondary schools. Education Minister Dr. Michael Dowlath said the initiative strengthens digital inclusion and prepares students for a technology-driven future, calling access to devices a necessity in modern education. Speaking on Trinidad and Tobago today, he confirmed the news, noting that laptops are essential for the future of learning.
I want to say yes. Yesterday, that all Form 1 students in Trinidad and Tobago received their laptops. And so at the secondary school, in moving from primary to secondary, the laptops are being used as a tool to enhance teaching and learning.
He also noted that this is also in an effort to ensure future graduates have more employability skills.
And so as we spiral up from primary into secondary, using technology to ensure that students interact much more quickly with the subject areas and the content so that they could go on to critical thinking and problem-solving skills, because when we talk to employers, they are asking for graduates to have more critical thinking and problem-solving skills.
Launched by Prime Minister Kamla Persaud-Bissessar on November 27, 2025 at Penal Secondary School, the ministry confirmed that the program concluded less than 3 months later on February 11, 2026. The Ministry of Sport and Youth Affairs brought the curtain down on Keep Pumping Up Your Fitness in Trinidad. The final session at Evolution Fitness Car Park in Chaguanas was pure energy. Participants powered through workouts with unstoppable spirit and island vibes, while a live rhythm section kept hearts pounding and feet moving with pulsating beats. From sweat to celebration, the evening wrapped with exciting giveaways and tokens of appreciation, recognizing everyone who made the program a success. The ministry thanks all participants, ambassadors, and sponsors who kept the momentum going, reminding them that fitness isn't just a program, it's a lifestyle. And that's what's making the news this morning. But joining us right now is the host of Trinidad and Tobago Today, Vermala Balkaran. Good morning, Vermala, my good friend.
Good morning, Carrie. Happy.
That was TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
These are not just stories, they are the echoes of who we are, passed down in voices, in silence, and in memory. From the heart of the Caribbean, where history, mystery, and magic meet, this is Echoes of Our Folklore. Echoes of Our Folklore. Your weekly journey into the legends, stories, and whispers of our islands. Brought to you by Talk City 91.1 FM. The Mogo Jambi is one of the most iconic figures in Trinidad and Tobago's folklore, especially during Carnival. Standing tall on towering stilts, the Mogo Jambi rises above the crowd, watching over the community as a symbol of protection and spiritual strength. Its roots reach back to African spiritual traditions, where the Mogo Jambi was believed to be a guardian spirit, a warning presence against danger and misfortune. Today, that legacy lives on through Carnival, as Mogo Jambis move gracefully through the streets in colorful, elaborate costumes, representing resilience, pride, and cultural heritage. More than spectacle, the Mogo Jambi traditionally engages with the crowd, collecting coins and strengthening the bands of community that define the season. In folklore, the Mogo Jambi also stands as defense against malevolent spirits. Jambis such as the Dwen, Lagahu, and Sukuya. Alongside this guardian figure, protective customs like placing salt, garlic, or rice at doorways, wearing silver jewelry, and displacing spiritual symbols have long been practiced. Together, these traditions remind us that Carnival is not just celebration, it is living history. Another tale from our islands, reminding us that the past, the spirits, and the stories of our ancestors are never far away. You've been listening to Echoes of Our Folklore. Echoes of Our Folklore. Only on Talk City 91.1 FM.
This Valentine's season, Talk City 91.1 FM celebrates second chances at love. Were you divorced, heartbroken, widowed, and thought love was over until it found you again? Share your story on air in just 1 or 2 minutes. Tell us how you healed, how long it took, and how love returned. Respectfully, honestly, and from the heart. Daily winners will be selected with a grand prize winner announced on Friday, February 13th. Second chances. Love after heartbreak. Only on Talk City 91.1.
Powered by the House of Angostura, Whittier, celebrating 65 years of connecting the Caribbean. Flowers 137, Cinema 1, Gemstone.
Ever wondered what happens before the lights come on? Before the crowd pours in? Before the magic hits the stage? This is your all-access pass. Sneak Peek with Junior K takes you behind the scenes of the biggest cultural moments and the hottest events across TNT. From the sound checks to the stage setups, from final rehearsals to exclusive interviews. If it's about to be big, we're already there. Catch Sneak Peek airing daily on TTT and relive every moment on all our social media platforms. Sneak Peek with Junior K, where the story starts before the spotlight.
The Grandstand North Stand Carnival Sunday Night Unforgettable Experience is back. This is us. This is we. One rhythm. Carnival Sunday Night.
From Canberra to Carnival. This is Talk City 91.1.
This is Destra, and right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked.
6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith, the Ground Report team, as they rip apart the lies, half-truth, and misinformation that the mainstream media never discuss. The Ground Report. Hard-hitting, informative, undiluted, uncompromising, and unfiltered. Monday to Friday. Get the raw facts before making any life-changing decisions. Only on The Ground Report.
The Ground Report. The Ground Report.
The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrin.
The Ground Report. The Ground Report.
I would think that there's been very clear that all the employees of Petrotrin will exit the company. All.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh Lord, we must make government. Work for the people rather than have the people work to keep a government in place. Water you turned into wine. Open the eyes of the blind. There's no one like you. None like you.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Time check. It's a quarter past the hour of 6 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City 91.1 FM. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Must have good morning to all maxi taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers. To all my drivers, whether you're driving a donkey and all, good morning to you. Say good morning to the physically challenged, disabled people. A pleasant good morning to you. Not forgetting our senior citizens. Good morning to you.
Into the darkness you shine.
Hey, what's up, pleasant good morning to Desmond Haynes. Yes, that's on Facebook. So good morning to those of you that are locked on to us on the World Wide Web, on social media, on Facebook and on YouTube and on Twitter. Good morning to each and every one of you. The hundreds or the thousands of you throughout the Caribbean, Europe, and all over. Let me just say morning to all of you that are on Facebook here. I have 3 minutes. So Desmond Haynes, good morning. Carmen, Peter, Samuel Singh, good morning to you. Chandra, Benjamin, good morning. Barup, how are you going? Yo, Brady Bunch, good morning to you. Do not put Mohan, good morning. Denver Mohan, good morning to you. And Darren Mohan, Counselor, good morning. Neely Silva, pleasant good morning to you. Valencia West, 007, good morning. Janet, St. Caledon, good morning to you.
And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand?
Hey, Ricky Ramota, pleasant good morning to you. Not forgetting Ravi, aka Postman.com, Father, all of you that are looking, good morning. Kabul, I ain't see you a long time, good morning, Janelle. Hey, Jillian, John, good morning. Wendy and John, good morning. Hey, Cyril, good morning to you. Michael Scotland, a pleasant good morning. Samantha, good morning to you. Hey, Sudali, a good morning. Mr. Ali and Mrs. Ali, a pleasant good morning to you all. Mala, good morning. Budram John, a pleasant good morning to you.
Water you turned into wine. Open the
Karandat, Ram Sarup, a pleasant good morning to you. Rajendra Maraj, a pleasant good morning. Dress School, good morning to you. Hey, Cindy Mohan, good morning. Ryan, Ali John, good morning.
Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you.
Hey, Irene Kanhoy, good morning to you. Hey, Dave Moraj, a pleasant good morning. Afrina Mohammed, a pleasant good morning.
Our God is stronger. God, you are higher.
Hey, Cora,
Any other.
good morning. Ashmir, a pleasant good morning to you, Ashmir. Ro, Ramnarayan, a pleasant good morning. Hey, Jamilia Khan, good morning. Biznat Pasar, a pleasant good morning to you. Gloria Escala. Jacqueline Sami, a pleasant good morning to you. Darren Daniel, my brother, good morning to you. Princess Tong, a pleasant good morning to you.
You shine.
All comments, good morning. Joyce Singh, good morning. Elizabeth, good morning. Eleanor, good morning to you. Hey, Randy Cherry, good morning. Roll Passar, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Mubarak, Mohammed, a pleasant good morning. Davika Balkaran, a pleasant good morning to you. Also, Davika Singh, good morning. Hey, Monica. Ram Kisun, yes, good morning to you. Hey, Glory. Ram Kilawan. Good morning to you. Cassava Man, good morning. Donna Lewis. Roma Price, good morning. Todd Gray. Rick Lutchman, good morning to you. Fazal, good morning. A pleasant good morning to you. Yes, it's Friday. I ain't here only for the weekend. Hey, Dave Bailey. Good morning to you. That's what we're talking about. Not forgetting baby, my baby, Teacher Balmain. Video out there in Vancouver. Miss Lorna, is everything okay? Miss Lawrence. How things? Mr. Tunapuna. Been here from you a long time. Hope all is well. Azad Khan, good morning.
And all the listeners of the Ground Report. Well, it's Carnival weekend in T&T, and I want all the good people to have a safe time and whatever they are doing at this time. My picks for the Panorama Finals are Renegades, and for Calypso Monarch, Terry Lyons. She will win it easily with her hit song, Blessings. Anyway, Andy, take care, my friend, and don't forget to share the live, people, and let's all be safe out there today. I almost forgot tomorrow is Valentine's Day, so all the best to everyone out there celebrating it, except Marcia D'Amico. She celebrates Black Friday.
Well, boy. I wonder where Snipes and Lennox pick for the March Gras, because I won't lie, I think Terry Lyons going with the March Gras. And, well, I don't know about the pan. I really don't know. Well, let me say a pleasant good morning to Nigel Snipes. Director, pleasant good morning to you.
Pleasant good morning, Andy. Pleasant good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning, Lennox.
Good morning to you as well, my friend, and of course, good morning to Andy. And yes, indeed, of course, it is a Friday, and therefore some of the issues that we may not have touched, as you have recognized from the introductions of Andy, we will, of course, attempt to do so within the 3-hour period. Of course, we have already consumed about half an hour of it. But that being as it may, it is Fantastic Friday. Somebody asked me, well, this may now strolling in, so to speak, and wondered whether I had a sort of overcap or overdone the night before, and they weren't expecting me this morning. Well, of course, so we are Boy Scouts. We prove ourselves to be that, and of course, Girl Guides when we have our backup team with us as well. Of course, always for any occasion, and we are committed so much so that whether you had a relapse overnight, as the case may be, of course, we simply have to come and do our duties. So that is where we are. Yes, indeed. Of course, yesterday,
so
Andy.
Well, I know the Cambule is at the around by your side today. Yeah, the opening of the Cambule.
Yes, I left it in progress. You know, there's a reenactment segment of it that is taking place, and by the time dawn breaks, we are going to see, of course, the procession across Prince Street into George Street, right in front of our own resource center, and then up to the top of George Street at the corner of Duke and George Streets, where, of course, it will terminate. So it is happening, and of course, it marks the formal beginning of the end of Carnival. Let me repeat that.
Oh.
It sounds like an oxymoron, but it's the beginning of the end of Carnival, meaning that, of course, the Merry Monarch will descend onto the country between Monday and Tuesday next, and that will be the end of it. Ash Wednesday next, of course. My concern has always been that those in the west of the city go to the banks laughing all the way, whilst, of course, those in the east where the Carnival began continue, of course, to see the poverty and some of the non-spoils of Carnival descending upon them.
Yeah, they're smart. Hey, talk the slams to quality of songs for the Mardi Gras. Dr. Hollis Liverpool, I feel he should take up the code and he might bring good judges and all them kind of thing. But he slams it. He said the quality of songs at the Mardi Gras no good at all. What says those Lennox Smith?
Well, I suppose he is an authority on the subject, but he can also be put in the category of those who may be in the Jurassic stage as well, because as he knows, Calypso was not what it was when he practiced and was, of course, on gracing the Mardi Gras stage, etc. Because as it evolves, so I think that he is a bit preemptive, and I think he is overcritical. But he has a view, and I have no difficulty with that. But Calypso doesn't stay one way all the time, as we have seen, of course, the evolution of soca, for example, and soca chutney.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, the man what making the headline is TTPS is saying they're ready for last lap. Carnival Gold Commander assures officers will be out in full force ahead of the grand final. Well, ahead of the final, grand finals of everything, which is Carnival Tuesday. What says now? You think they're ready?
I think they are. We have seen signs of it during the course of the COVID. Of course, unfortunately, the ZOSO was not passed, but we would have been, of course, subjected to that now as an additional layer of security. But I think traditionally people have behaved themselves for the reign of the Merry Monarch. Subsequently is the challenge, because, of course, we had over 2 murders overnight, I believe it would have been, and included in that, of course, would have been a home invasion as well. So that continues to be a smug or a smear on the crime fighting and the criminal agenda that has to be addressed.
Okay. Well, what was trending all of yesterday and all time? Just how it is. That's just how it is. Barry Potter in the front page here too.
Yes,
Barry Potter performs at Hyatt Fete, sparks controversy, and then it have an article here is saying that the Prime Minister, they say Barry performance at Hyatt Fete sparks controversy. Prime Minister Kamala Prasad Bissessa is laughing off public utility ministers. Barry Potter questionable behavior at a Carnival Fete on Wednesday night. A night of premium drinks and soca left Potter with a massive political hangover. After becoming, I don't read the paper saying, let me read the paper saying, boy.
Today seemed to be a day for exaggerations, because, of course, I was told that I may have had a hangover as well. So I suppose it is in that trend or in that vein. But go ahead.
Well, boy, what we going to say? I still tongue keeps a wise head.
Yes, indeed.
That's all I will say.
But I want to comment on a serious note, because, of course, the Prime Minister has, of course, scuffed the commentary of the opposition in particular. You know, notably the opposition would usually make heavy weather a storm in a teacup kind of scenario with these situations. But of course, they will never, of course, tell us what happened to Dr. Rowley when he had suddenly to evict FET. They said that he fell down, etc., etc. Of course, the talk on the ground was that he was inebriated, he was drunk, right? But that being as it may, here it is. We have a situation where the Prime Minister said, "Listen, this is Carnival. This is, of course, people enjoying themselves, and sometimes they go overboard. Whether they had too much to consume or it is out of character, that is part and parcel of the cultural matrix that we have grown accustomed to. But as a minister, I suppose people will focus on him." And of course, he took the stage, as some people say, to do probably something that is most reprehensible, and that is to praise his colleague minister, Jillian John, for, of course, being the progenitor or the originator or was part of the genesis of that particular fete, Adi Hyatt, and then, of course, attempted to sing as well. Well, the Prime Minister said that she had a good laugh. I mean, and why not?
Oh, boy.
Right?
Motley leads the BLP to another clean sweep. Barbados Prime Minister Mia Motley have become the second Caribbean politician to win all the seats in the national parliament on 3 occasions, after she led the Barbados Labour Party to yet another whitewash of her opposition in the Barbados general election on Wednesday. Motley's 6th day follows former Grenadian Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell, who earlier this year announced he will be bowing out of active politics after he had become the first regional leader to win all the seats in his country's parliament. Wow. I thought she was unpopular, but Mia Motley is very popular in Barbados still. The people loves that man voice. They love it.
Understand the voter turnout was less than expected, but I mean, that doesn't take away the fact that it's a victory anyway, having regard to the Westminster system that we have been practicing from time immemorial. I want to say, however, that the Prime Minister did in fact extend her congratulations to the incumbent, if you want, well, not incumbent, but certainly the Prime Minister in waiting, so to speak, and of course, the opposition leader here in Trinidad did, of course, extend her own congratulations as well to Prime Minister Motley. So, on her recent victory at the polls.
Oh, boy.
We have to go for a break. And, of course, when we come back, more on this edition of the Ground Report.
If you are a migrant currently living in Trinidad and Tobago without legal immigration status, this message is for you. The government of Trinidad and Tobago has introduced a special registration process for migrants who have overstayed or entered the country illegally. The online registration process will begin from Monday 26th of January and end on Wednesday 25th of February 2026. All applicants are first required to register through the official portal at migrantregistration.gov.tt. That's migrantregistration.gov.tt. After completing the online registration, there will be a mandatory in-person processing and verification which begins at the end of February 2026. The start date for that phase will be announced through official government channels. The in-person registration will take place at the Hazley Crawford Stadium, Port of Spain, the Atto Bolden Stadium in Balmain, Couva, and the Larry Gomes Stadium in Malabar, Arima, as well as the Dwight York Stadium, Bacalet, Scarborough, Tobago. Applicants will undergo a comprehensive verification process, which will include vetting by the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service involving fingerprinting and background checks. You will also be required to undergo basic medical screening. Upon completion of the registration process, successful applicants will be required to pay $700 for the migrant registration card. The ministry reminds undocumented migrants your participation in this exercise is essential, as failure to register during this window will result in deportation. This special registration process for migrants is your opportunity to be documented, protected, and allowed to work legally in Trinidad and Tobago for a defined period. For additional instructions, along with online application and required forms, visit the official portal at migrantregistration.gov.tt. That's migrantregistration.gov.tt. This message brought to you by the Ministry of Homeland Security and the Information Division, Office of the Prime Minister.
Calling all mass lovers, the ultimate carnival experience is here. The world-renowned Senior Parade of Bands. On Carnival Monday from 11 a.m. and Carnival Tuesday from 8 a.m. Watch thousands of masqueraders revel in color, energy, and glory across the big stage. The Queen's Box of Honor will come alive with the passion of our people and the rhythm of our culture. Grandstand general seating, $150 for access on both days. North Stand free on Monday and just $50 on Tuesday. Available at the Grandstand ticket booth, online at islandetickets.com and the NCC office, Victoria Square, Port of Spain. For more info, find us on Instagram at ttcarnival365.com or call 622-1670. Senior Parade of Bands 2026, presented by the NCC, supported by Mackeson, Dasani, Forest Park, Coca-Cola, Kaleidoscope, and Caribbean Airlines.
Carnival Sunday night. This is us. One rhythm. Ignites the Savannah stage. This is we. One rhythm. Carnival Sunday night.
Any views or opinions expressed on the Ground Report are solely those of the hosts and callers and do not represent the views, policies, or official position of Talk City 91.1, its management, or affiliates.
This is Destra, and right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back, we are back, we are back. Time check. It's at 39 minutes after the hour of 6 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City 91.1 FM. And let me say a pleasant good morning to all my drivers again. To all maxi taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers, panel vans. Yeah, the private drivers too. Good morning, each and every one of you. And thanks for locking on to the Ground Report. You all could have chosen anywhere else or any other program to look on to, but you all chose the Ground Report. You all are patriots. I'm laughing this morning, but yet still I'm sad. But, you know, the contractor was supposed to know better, but everybody in Trinidad and Tobago knows better. But Labra MP slams thief of electrical cables. Oh my God, Elder, let's hear what he's talking about. Let's hear.
Moose theft of electrical cables. Alcohol Reporter Sasha. Dore Recreation Ground has drawn sharp condemnation from La Brea MP Clyde Elder, who described the act as a serious blow to community development. The missing cables were discovered on Wednesday. A contractor at the site informed T&TEC that his workers had installed 6 pieces of cable, each 30 feet long and valued at $3,500, underground on Tuesday before completing work around 3:45 p.m. The recreation ground is in an open area with unrestricted public access. When the contractor returned the following morning around 7 a.m., he found the cables had been stolen. In a Facebook post, Elder recalled his commitment to constituents to initiate and complete the refurbishment of lighting at Point Door Recreation Ground before or immediately after Carnival. He said, the installation crews unearthed the armored cables to examine their integrity for reuse in the project. To my dismay and great disappointment, the cables were stolen overnight on 10.02.26. Elder described the theft as a direct attack on the development of La Brea and stressed that the perpetrators must be held accountable. I condemn this criminal act in the strongest possible way, and I call on every right-thinking and law-abiding constituent to do the same. Stealing from a community, whether it is public infrastructure, a local business, or a shared resource, creates profound, long-lasting, and often irreversible negative consequences. He warned that such acts extend beyond immediate financial loss, creating ripple effects that damage social cohesion, economic stability, and the overall quality of life. Theft of public resources, such as copper cable, park equipment, or building materials, directly reduces the government's ability to deliver services. Every dollar lost to theft is a dollar not invested in development. Despite the setback, Elder expressed confidence that, with the efforts of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, the culprits will be brought to justice.
Well, boy, right before the carnival, people are looking for carnival money. They place the cables underground. Yes, they leave it underground. And when they came back, it disappeared from underground. I thought that was in Laventille. I shocked that it's in La Brea. Where we go see? Lennox, what's your thoughts?
Well, of course, only one thing could have come to my mind, making the comparison, of course, as you briefly did with Laventille. Firstly, of course, one can sense the parliamentary representatives' dismay, and of course, one cannot take away the fact as well that he is a very aggressive and a very industrious parliamentarian looking after the interests of his people. But of course, immediately my comparison would have been with Fitzgerald Hines, who of course has been described as the narcoleptic minister of national security eventually. But I remember very distinctly when he went after a flood in Beetham. People would have lost all of their worldly belongings, including, of course, their food items. And then he went there barehanded. Well, of course, he had to hightail out of the Beetham. First time I see a person, of course, not doing better than Christ, not just walking on water, but he run on water. And then, of course, he was engaged in what I consider to be hydro and aerodynamics, because he had his legs in the water and his body in the air and was moving like Atabolden. So there is the big comparison. Here it is, Elder is very concerned, bringing, of course, utilities and service to the community. And, of course, you have another one who, of course, believe that because he is Hines and he's a PNM, that he could just walk in there and, of course, with his bare hands and just give talk. Well, of course, he was run out.
Nice.
Oh, boy. Very serious pressure.
So, trying to make sure the lines are open, eh? Let's hear what's on your front burner this morning. What's supposed to make news that not making news? How is your carnival creeping up? Would you be partaking? Would you be not? Would you be heading to the beach and camping overnight somewhere, or going to some church recruit? Oh yeah. Oh, heading to Tobago just to relax. What says so? The lines are open for you. All right, I'm seeing here alcohol seized after late night gunfire in Marabella. Yes, that's what they're saying here. They say gunfire erupted near the shoreline at Bayshore West Marabella on Monday night after police exchanged shots with men aboard boats suspected of offloading alcohol. Police said that around 11:45 p.m., 5 officers on mobile patrol in the area known as Pakistan observed a group of individuals gathered along the roadside. Nearby, several men were seen removing boxes from 2 fishing boats close to the shore and placed them in a makeshift dock. Wow. As officers approached Well, the shooting start there. And then we also seen a pensioner bunged and beaten in a 2 a.m. home invasion. Oh boy. In Marble, two bandits assaulted and robbed a 65-year-old man at his home early on Wednesday morning. Yes, oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah, very, very depressing, but of course it adds to the crime statistics and of course the security imperative that Trinidad and Tobago must now engage in. But with respect to the former matter, it appears that they were uploading contraband, whiskey and so on. Maybe, I don't know.
Polymite.
It's Carnival. It's Carnival, so of course they were offloading contraband. But what is interesting is that some 60 shots were fired, according to the article, but no one got injured, and I think that's a first. As they were fleeing, having of course been encountered or encountering the police, so the police encountered them. They fired, and of course the police returned fire, and but they escaped into the dark.
Yeah, but why watch at that? Why watch with that, Lennox Smith? Why watch with that? All our shots, as they say, all our fire. It's carnival time. 5 police. Article come out. Boxes. They just say boxes. 2 boats. You ain't know how much they seize. They're nothing. Man, I feel them police and them, you know how it go. You know how it go. Some of them may be drunk over the carnival season. They're going to just report about 3 boxes inside coming from Venezuela. But if it's offloading from a boat, it's contraband. Obviously, it's coming from the closest point. At this point in time, it's Venezuela. And you know, there maybe was a whole boatload, Whole boatload.
And they say thank you. Now I see where I am going to enjoy myself as the Merry Monarch reigns for 2 days.
So we seize 5 out of 500. We seize 10. So 2 boatloads just at 10 case. Where the next 490 case gone? Boy, remember.
Well, of course, the argument is that they didn't have time to offload all, so they went with the remaining in the vessel. Yeah. So there are plausible excuses that sounds logical, even though, of course, Trinidad and Tobago.
No. Lennox Smith, Lennox Smith, be real now. You are saying that the article is saying that they didn't get time to get the rest alcohol?
That's right, yeah, because they were the drawers, they were in the process of offloading, and then they were encountered. So what was offloaded, they left, and of course what was not offloaded, they left with.
Oh, so they just jump back on the pirogue and they're gone with everything.
And make their escape in the dark, on water, 65 shots fired, and no one was injured.
And so 2 boats, 5 police, but them both of them had real ammunition, boy. They was real loaded.
Well,
they get rid of all of that.
A lot of shots fired. We don't know, of course, the ratio between that of the police and that of the alleged assailants. We don't know.
All right, but let's let our mind float a little bit. Mm-hmm. Just like with the container that was seized some years ago by customs that had over 5 million or so US in it, that end up 2 million US. And the police, without doing a stakeout, knowing and getting that tip off, without waiting to see who coming to collect the container with the 2 million in it and where the container go, however it go. We don't know where the container was and who the container was registered under. No different to this MP now, Roger Alexander, that I saying to that back then, he made a mistake when they went some bush and they find a whole set of guns. Remember that, a whole set of arms and ammunition? And they didn't stake out. They didn't wait to see when the owner them going to come to get the guns. How policing in this country is so dumb. Best they give Ian Allen the work of policing because he does a plenty better job. He knows about staking out. He knows about waiting. He knows about putting the dots together. And all these bright, dumb police don't. And the bad eggs, between me and you, putting a dent on the police service image on the whole. Because even good police, who will say, morning to him, will say, it have real good police out there. But the work of the good police, them, not flourishing. In no way, not flourishing. You're more getting the bad.
I think there's adequate precedent to, of course, draw that conclusion. Remember the Munoz Island and that multi-million historic drug bust, but no one was caught, no one was arrested, right? And of course, there's only one kind of individual or individuals could be on Munoz Island and, accommodating that kind of possibility, right? And then, of course, you had the situation with La Hocketa with the $22 million and the $24 million that turned out to be only $7 million eventually because the money was sent back. And the next thing you know, that portion of it was just simply disappeared. But we have to go for the break. And when we come back more on this edition of the Ground Report, the lines will be open and is open.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Carnival Stories. History in motion. Dan Lorraine. Satire in silk.
With exaggerated curves and elaborate gowns, Dame Lorraine was never just comedy. She was satire. In the 19th century, freed Africans parodied the excess of French plantation society, mocking aristocratic fashion, manners, and power. Every movement exaggerated privilege. Every costume questioned status. Dame Lorraine reminds us, Carnival has always spoken truth, sometimes with laughter.
Carnival Stories, where humor meets history. Carnival Stories on Talk City 91.1 FM.
If you are a migrant currently living in Trinidad and Tobago without legal immigration status, this message is for you. The government of Trinidad and Tobago has introduced a special registration process for migrants who have overstayed or entered the country illegally. The online registration process will begin from Monday 26th of January and end on Wednesday 25th of February 2026. All applicants are first required to register through the official portal at migrantregistration.gov.tt. That's migrantregistration.gov.tt. After completing the online registration, there will be a mandatory in-person processing and verification which begins at the end of February 2026. The start date for that phase will be announced through official government channels. The in-person registration will take place at the Hazley Crawford Stadium, Port of Spain, the Atto Bolden Stadium in Balmain, Couva, and the Larry Gomes Stadium in Malabar, Arima, as well as the Dwight York Stadium, Bacalet, Scarborough, Tobago. Applicants will undergo a comprehensive verification process, which will include vetting by the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service involving fingerprinting and background checks. You will also be required to undergo basic medical screening. Upon completion of the registration process, successful applicants will be required to pay $700 for the migrant registration card. The ministry reminds undocumented migrants your participation in this exercise is essential, as failure to register during this window will result in deportation. This special registration process for migrants is your opportunity to be documented, protected, and allowed to work legally in Trinidad and Tobago for a defined period. For additional instructions, along with online application and required forms, visit the official portal at migrantregistration.gov.tt. That's migrantregistration.gov.tt. This message brought to you by the Ministry of Homeland Security and the Information Division, Office of the Prime Minister.
This Valentine's Day on Talk City 91.1, we're talking about real love.
Not the fairy tales, not the perfect endings, but the love that comes after heartbreak.
Join us for Second Chances, Love After Heartbreak.
If you've loved and lost.
If you've survived divorce.
Or a long relationship.
And somehow found love again. We want to hear your story because love doesn't always start perfectly, but sometimes the second time means even more.
Call in, share your journey, inspire someone who still believes. Second Chances, Love After Heartbreak.
Only on Talk City 91.1 FM. Real conversations, real life, real love. On Monday 9th to Friday 13th February, join us for Second Chances, Love After Heartbreak. Powered by the House of Angostura, Whittier, celebrating 65 years of connecting the Caribbean. Flowers 137, Cinema 1, Gemstone.
This is Destra, and right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked.
Nice, we are back. Time check, it's 3 minutes to the hour. Yes. It's 3 minutes to the hour to 7 o'clock. So we'll have to go for the 7 o'clock news, eh? But just very interesting with this whole issue here with this pension. And all of the lines open. Let me see who will be the first caller this morning before that we can squeeze in before that news. Oh boy, let's see who's setting that trend. So the lines are open for you all, eh? You all can call at Talk City 622-4911, 622-491, or send your voice note at 394-4911. Or you can call right here at Real Media Studios. 225-6644, 225-6644, or 239-5120. 239-5120. They say the pensioner bound and beaten in 2 a.m. home invasion. They say 2 bandits assaulted and robbed a 65-year-old man at his Marbella home earlier on Wednesday morning. The victim was sitting in his living room of his Batu Street residence around 2 a.m. when he was confronted by the assailants. The man tied his hands and feet with a polo case and tie straps and repeatedly struck him about his face and body during the ordeal. The bandits stole $2,000 in cash, 2 cell phones, personal cards, 2 gold chains value $10,000, a 20-pound gas cylinder. Oh God, is everything they're going to make? A 32-inch smart TV, not even a 65, down to the 32 they're going with. A drill valued $500. A quantity of alcohol. Boy, all right, go ahead, boy. They madness. Wow.
What it demonstrates that people have to be careful around this time. In particular, people are looking for it, and of course, them bandits must have had transportation as well. So they're rich bandits.
They must have known him as well.
Yeah, because to total that, I doubt any one of them is any kind of donkey. But let's go for the break, and of course the news. And when we come back, more it's getting lukewarm in here.
Good morning. This is your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. The Canboulay riots after emancipation in 1834 was transformed by the freed people from a horrific memory into a yearly procession that mocked plantation owners and celebrated their freedom. Canboulay originated from slavery in Trinidad, where enslaved people were forced to harvest sugarcane after burning fields. It is directly translated as Cans Brûlés. Post-emancipation in 1838, it transformed into a defiant midnight procession of drumming, stick fighting, and chantwell singing, marking freedom. Following attempts to suppress this African tradition, the 1881 and 1884 riots occurred. Led by former enslaved people against the police in Port of Spain, San Fernando, and Princestown, it was secured as the foundation of Trinidad Carnival and Juve. With Carnival revelry about to begin in earnest, Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar is encouraging citizens and visitors alike to celebrate responsibly as they immerse themselves in the excitement of Trinidad and Tobago Carnival 2026. In a statement, she applauded the vibrancy and coordination of this year's season, recognizing the efforts of the National Carnival Commission and the Ministry of Culture and Community Development for elevating the overall carnival experience through initiatives such as the crowd favorite Flavor Village. With flagship events including the Panorama Finals, the Marche Gras, Juve, and the Parade of the Bands drawing near, the Prime Minister assured the public that law enforcement and emergency services having activated extensive plans to safeguard revelers and spectators. She underscored several priority areas, including the protection of children, moderation in alcohol consumption, the use of authorized transport for masqueraders, and responsible driving, reinforced by safe breath testing initiatives. Mrs. Persad-Bissessar further noted that security personnel will sustain a visible presence at community celebrations and popular leisure spots, supported by an increased deployment of lifeguards to enhance public safety throughout the carnival period. Now, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service is fully prepared to execute Operation Secure the Vibes. That's the word from Carnival 2026 Gold Commander DCP Suzette Martin. DCP Martin added that TTPS and its partner agencies, which include the Fire Service and the Trinidad and Tobago Carnival Band Leaders Association, understand the task ahead.
We anticipate large crowds, significant visitor arrivals, and vibrant celebration across Port of Spain and other key districts. With that comes responsibility. Our command structure is fully activated.
Meanwhile, TTPS Public Affairs Officer Owe Russell highlighted a new digital tool which the TTPS will be using to provide safety tips, medical information, ban routes, lost and found, taxi stand locations, and other information.
These will be placed at various parts of the stations, and as well as the hotels, guest houses. We would want to distribute some to Airbnbs as well, to ensure that their visitors and even the officers that are being deployed for duty on their various points could scan these on their cellular devices, which will have certain information readily available to them.
The information will be provided via a QR code, which can be scanned with any digital phone or device. The Trinidad and Tobago Cricket Board launched its 2026 Under-19 Interzone Tournament on Thursday morning at the National Cricket Centre with strong backing from corporate sponsor Fial Footwear and Clothing. Speaking at the launch, TTCB President Azim Basarath emphasized the tournament's critical importance when it comes to the development of youth cricket.
The Trinidad and Tobago Cricket Board views the Under-19 Interzone Tournament as one of the most crucial pillars of our national development framework. It represents a major stepping stone for young players aspiring to wear the converted red of the Trinidad and Tobago at the senior level and ultimately to represent the West Indies with pride. This tournament is not merely a competition, it is a pathway.
And that was your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. After the break, we return to Trinidad and Tobago today.
Wake up to the issues that matter most on the Ground Report. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith every morning from 6 to 9 a.m. for real talk, real analysis, and real perspectives on the stories shaping our nation. News, current affairs, and voices from the ground, unfiltered and unapologetic. That's the Ground Report. Weekday mornings on Talk City 91.1, where the conversation begins.
These are not just stories, they are the echoes of who we are, passed down in voices, in silence, and in memory. From the heart of the Caribbean, where history, mystery, and magic meet, this is Echoes of Our Folklore. Echoes of Our Folklore. Your weekly journey into the legends, stories, and whispers of our islands. Brought to you by Talk City 91.1 FM. In the deep shadowed forests, there is a presence that has walked these lands long before roads, before cities, before man believed the wilderness belonged to him. His name is Papa Bois. They say Papa Bois is short and stocky, with two horns crowning his head and the legs of a deer. He moves silently through the trees, carrying a horn of his own, one that he uses not to threaten, but to test. For when wicked hunters enter the forest with greed in their hearts, Papa Bois sounds his call, luring them deeper into the bush until the familiar path disappears and they are left lost among the trees. But make no mistake, Papa Bois is not a creature of evil. He is spoken of as a kind and ancient spirit, a guardian of the forest, a protector of animals, and a keeper of balance between humanity and nature. To those who respect the land, he is unseen. To those who seek only to exploit it, he becomes a warning. Papa Bois reminds us that the forest is not ours to conquer, but a living world to protect. Another tale from our islands, reminding us that the past, the spirits, and the stories of our ancestors are never far away. You've been listening to Echoes of Our Folklore. Echoes of Our Folklore. Only on Talk City 91.1 FM.
The Grandstand North Stand Carnival Sunday Night Unforgettable Experience is back. This is us. This is we. One Rhythm. Carnival Sunday Night.
This Valentine's season, Talk City 91.1 FM celebrates second chances at love. Were you divorced, heartbroken, widowed, and thought love was over until it found you again? Share your story on air in just 1 or 2 minutes. Tell us how you healed, how long it took, and how love returned. Respectfully, honestly, and from the heart. Daily winners will be selected with a grand prize winner announced on Friday, February 13th. Second chances. Love after heartbreak. Only on Talk City 91.1.
Powered by the House of Angostura, Whittier, celebrating 65 years of connecting the Caribbean. Flowers 137, Cinema 1, Gemstone.
Digicel. Vibes get done, data get done, minutes get done, speed get done. Digicel is the real #1. Switch and done, hurry up and come cause while you're waiting. Everybody online speeding, full bars to the top, yeah we leading. Digicel have it luck and you need to switch it. Now is the right time to come in or sign up online. Digicel is one of a kind. Make up your mind and make the switch today. For 30 days you don't even have to pay. Keep that same phone number, don't worry, we've got you. With Digicel, the vibes got on no way. But you have to switch today.
Switch to the bigger, better network. Digicel, better together.
The Lion brand always had a plan, giving great taste all across the land. Pelori fried baked roti and doubles too, made with great taste just for me and you. All through the year and all season, the Lion brand is the reason. When the Lion brand in the kitchen, we know to mix and move, we're gonna mix and move.
This carnival season, mix and move with the Lion brand of products, the power behind our great taste traditions.
With the Lion brand.
Carnival is culture. Culture is conversation. Talk City 91.1.
Is Destra. Right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let me see Lennox Day. We are back. Time check. It's 10 past the hour, 7 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report. You're shooting the pitbull of radio, Lennox Smith. Director Snipes in studio. Oh boy. Well, we raised a lot of headliners for you. It's your time now to have your say. But while I was watching that day, while we await your calls, the lines are open. The numbers are called. Let me give you all those
go
numbers.
ahead, because I have one or two issues that I want to raise as well. But go ahead.
225-6644, 225-6644, or 239-5120, 239-5120, or give us a WhatsApp call or send a WhatsApp voice note at 366-3053, 366-3053. Oh boy, the lines are all 1 minute here. Oh boy.
Andy William, this message is for the contestant tomorrow about falling in love and heartbroken. Andy William, when I was 20 years old,
well, we will hold that for this segment. It will start in the next it's gonna start at 7:35. So I'm gonna hold that. So I'm gonna play the next one.
Morning, Andy. Morning, Andy. Lennox and Mikey. Hey, Andy. Good morning. Andy, did Paravet whine on an underage girl? I want to know, what did he do? Because I keep hearing about his behavior and Stefan and beat this thing like an old drum. He and X. Which I really don't care much about Stefan Reed and his comments. I don't really give a damn. But anyhow, he keep talking about it. What did the man do? Yes, he talks and he talks, but he didn't swear. He didn't wind up on a young girl, underage, teenage. He didn't fall off the stage like he drunk like Rowley. I mean, come on. What the hell? People can have a little fun and enjoy themselves and talk. So what if we talk the truth? Does the truth hurt? Which I know it hurts the P&M. But I didn't know it hurts Stefan Reeds. Man, listen, man. People, all of them, UNC, he behaved. What did he behave bad? I didn't see fight. I didn't see a fight. I didn't see cough down. He didn't cough down a P&M minister. He didn't call no names about anybody. He called his own politician partner, his friend. In his party. He didn't call no other party. So I don't understand what is the beef about. Man, all of them got haul, yes, later. Andy, one more thing. Does it have two morning program number one? Stefan Reeds claim all the time he's the number one program in the morning, and you claim you are the number one program in the morning. So you guys are fighting for number one, or there is two number one? All right, talk to you later, Andy. I keep hearing this thing, I want to know. Yeah, Andy, this is a short one. Sorry for that. Andy, the reason why Motley won the election in Barbados, a whitewash or a clean sweep, and the words on the gong is that Stefan Reeds and them call the opposition leader and had an interview with the opposition leader, and the people didn't like that. So Stefan Reeds and X is the one who caused that for the woman to win every seat. Not to give the opposition not one seat because of Stefan Reeds and X. Later.
Oui, Papa. But I know when that time
that's a serious indictment, boy.
Wow.
we might have to quiz. We might have to interrogate our colleague presenters.
Boy, but like Stefan Reeds and Mr. X do something that hurt he, boy. Every 2 words, everything is Stefan Reeds, X, Stefan Reeds. Wow. Oh boy.
Of course, I know that he knows who is really the number one, but just in case he has skepticism or he is in an ambiguous state of mind, let me just tell him, it's the ground report.
Nice. Oh boy. Let's go. Lennox, so you laughing at, boy? Man, let me continue now, boy. You laughing?
I did, of course, it's Carnival. So let's see. Success, failures, where improvements can be made. Well, the Flavor Village certainly is a new kid on the block, so to speak. quite apart from invented by the UNC in a
But wait,
previous
but
incarnation.
before you go there, let me just finish before it's not
Trinidad Village.
Yeah,
go
because
ahead.
that's a different
Go
subject.
ahead.
Yeah, it have them here.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Eh.
Andy, good morning to you, Lennox, Mikey, Nigel, and to everybody out there. My first point is today's Carnival Friday is the start of a hectic weekend for some people, right? People, please be safe out there. If you're staying home, right, you remember there are a lot of police presence in town, and they won't be able to patrol the areas, and so please stay inside. Please lock up properly, right? Make sure your phones are charged and everything. If you're on the road, if you're going to the fence, if you're going on the road, no, I am not. Who like it? I'm glad for them. I used to like it. I used to go. My husband used to play mass. I used to go out there with the children. My children used to play mass in Rotary Boys. Right, and as the years go by, I used to go in the stands, and Adam Smith Square to be exact, look at the mass. I used to like it, but I don't anymore. Right, as we get older, our tolerance level is getting low. As we get older, our tolerance level is getting very low. So, people, go out there, enjoy yourself, be safe, be careful. And Andy, I sent you a video with Wayne Sturge, right? Warning the beachgoers and them, right? Let's face it, a lot of people prefer to go by the beaches. Please be careful. Be aware of your surroundings, and they have employed a lot more lifeguards. Listen to the lifeguards, right? Don't play shark. Don't play best swimmer. Don't show off, because love to show off in the water. Enjoy all yourself. And I want to see and hear everybody here on Ash Wednesday. Right? Only please be safe out there. Take care.
Good morning to the Magnificent Tree. Boy, every time I seen what is murder taking place, so my mind only running back to them independent senators, as they say they are independent. But it's really, you gotta say wolf in sheep clothing. Because every time a person being murdered in one of them areas where they could have set up the zone, the senators had to be blamed for that. Because they supposed to be seeking the interests of the people of Trinidad and Tobago and not seeking the interests of the PNM. There is where the mistake made. Now you supposed to have an independent mind to say, well, this is for the people, right? This is not to support the PNM against a bill. This is to see what is the best law we could make on behalf of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. That's why you're supposed to be independent already, but the independent is not the independent. They are dependent on the PNM to do what they want for them and not really for the people. If God was like man, all of them might have guessed you. Here what I tell them. Every time a killing take place, it will hurt me to the bottom of my heart because too much are killing right now, boy. All kind of old people and things they are attacking in their home. And these people sit down there, them independent senator, and them support that bill, boy. Something wrong with these people. Well, Andy, I still send my number and thing for you. I just hope you take care of it. Mr. Smith, did you tell Andy what I say about the Calypso, boy? With the marijuana Calypso, Mr. Smith? If you hear what I say, remember to tell Andy about it, please. Thank you.
Good day. You see this dumb, wicked government that currently rules Trinidad and Tobago, all they're studying to do is wreck the country and enrich themselves and their friends. When we look at social media, we're seeing Jolene buying a set of expensive clothes and stylish handbags, Barry all up in people's face, seeking attention like a little girl. He had plenty sugar in him, you know. And Philip making racist remarks and disrespecting black people. And then every single day blaming the PNM. Nobody cares about stupid PNM. PNM has been thrown in the dustbin of history. 8 years only in government and only can fix one thing, no development whatsoever. Is the PNM, the PNM, the PNM. That is not what people put all there for. Run the country. Jeez, every day the same thing over and over. And I want to tell Madam Bissessa, we're not seeing you addressing the public. We don't see you at all. You run, right? You need to come out, take full control of your government and your ministers. And you see that lazy Minister of Transport, Zakur, you need to fire him. And PTSC need to fire them corrupt dispatchers in San Fernando bus terminal. They're taking all the buses and sending them UE. Yesterday, right, Port of Spain, they run 2 Port of Spain buses because the buses was low on CNG and San Fernando had none. So they had to go City Gate to refuel. And as they were going up there, they just make them pull a trip each to Port of Spain with passengers. And when the buses came down, they went UE. Faizabad cancelled for 5 hours, right? And then another 2 hours, no Faizabad bus, right? Erin cancelled a couple times. What really going on inside this country? This country, this government doing real tata and stupidness, right? Only starting to blame PNM. You all are in power. You all were given a mandate to fix the country, do all the damn work. Shucks, man. Taking all the buses in San Fernando and sending them UE. And all the car run a bus from Port of Spain to San Fernando. Only dismantling everything that PNM did for the country. Fire, you see, Mr. Zakur, right, you see, worst Minister of Transport this country ever had. The government Madam Bissessa get rid of Jack Warner to bring this man. And Jack Warner is a unused viable asset.
Andy, there is only one number one on Talk City 91.1 FM, and that's the Ground Report. Everyone else are number 2 and 3, but you guys got that number 1 spot, Andy.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Andy. Morning, Lennox. Morning, Director Snipes. Carnival Friday. Friday the 13th. Black Friday, Andy. And the my love story song last today, boy. I went back any love? And they so going down by the eye there. Red love was down there, what was going on there, boy. Barry is our boss, you know, to enjoy yourself. But don't give the PNL ammunition. All who give the PNL ammunition to talk and say things about the Honorable Prime Minister. Watch. Watch all the drinking and watch all the getting on. It's not me. And look at my love story. I want anything? Good morning.
Wait, sell your love story now. I ain't get a love story. Sell your love story. We go play a love story today, partner. KFC. KFC, you go win that love story. Let me hear when you fall in love, fall out of love, and fall back in love again. Send that love story, KFC. Let me finish this next voice note here from him. Let me.
Morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox. Good morning, Director Snipes. Yes, Santa Cruz, thanks for your tips. Andy, you know this is come down here. Carnival looking to wrap up and thing. So right now we coming on the ground and deal with the real issues. Because I see them having a time down by the higher down there, you know. Real love thing, you know. Time disappoint Santa Cruz. The way you open the eyes with love to watch our next minister. And the decision will be the part 2 party down there, boy. You go find the rest of baby well down there. And the other song, in the song, I win anything, I win back my love. And the oh God, and I know the treat me so. Carnival looking to wrap up. I'll keep the fire blazing and with the real issue. Lennox, you tell me what's the touch you boy, you touch me boy. Like you forget me boy. You fall in mountains you to do evil boy. You ain't helping your brother. And you use a man down on the ground. You understand the poor and the needy. It's time for you to be in the parliament. I like what Andy called for that call. For you to be a senator. And deal with the poor and the underprivileged in the parliament, Lennox. You're looking too sharp on TV. You want to see it in parliament. The world want to see it in parliament. But have a blessed Carnival Friday.
Andy, good morning. Black Chinese here. You know hear what I'm man say? Bossman is a total and complete clown. You listening me? The man now say 8 years, the UNC government, you know. Listen it good. I had to play it back to hear if I really hear the correct thing. Time to stop taking he voice notes. Because he right now not making any sense and he ain't building this place. That just ain't making no sense listening to he at all. It's just too much nonsense to take with he in the morning. Have a good day.
Hi, good morning, guys. You know, I just want to talk about the Lime Party and Padarat and the big issue that CNC3 and the haters are making about it. If CNC3 have nothing to put in the news, take all your news from an hour to 15 minutes and show or talk about some sense and stop making a big issue out of everything. You understand? So what if Padarat went in the Lime Party and he went up on the stage and he sing and he talk? So what? He's a Trinidadian and it's his carnival, even though he's a minister, a very good minister, excellent minister. You understand? All work and no play ain't gonna work in this country. You understand? So the carnival is here. So what are the ministers and everybody supposed to do? Who want to take part in the carnival? Go right ahead and enjoy yourself. You understand? Don't allow these haters to come with anything negative every day, because no matter what all you do, if all you decide carnival Monday and Tuesday, or you're looking for a church, a mosque or a temple and going and kneel down whole day, they will still criticize all you. So what I have to say, you all are hard workers, you all are doing an excellent job. It's a time for everything. And if you want to take this carnival season or the carnival days to enjoy yourselves, go right ahead. Who want to talk, let them talk. Because let me tell you now, one thing you could never, ever do is to stop these Trinidad haters from hating. And haters don't ever have anything good to say, and they would never have anything good to say if you pave the streets in gold. You understand? And you sit down with a Bible or whatever holy book hold there, they will still criticize you. So people, ministers, government, everybody, be safe. Have a good time and be safe, because we know Trinidad is in good hands. Blessings.
Andy, good morning again to you and to everybody. My second burner issue. So everybody and their brother has a problem with what Barry Padarat did. You know, Stephen Rees really surprised me. He feels he's due out a correction, and I make no apologies for saying that. Now, while I sound a warning to our UNC members of parliament, senators, and everybody, remember, you all are under a microscope. Regardless of the fact that you all are humans at the end of the day. They don't look at all you as they used to, and still don't at the MPs, PNM MPs, right? All you have to be doubly careful with what all you say and what all you do. Now, I saw nothing. I have been searching high and low to see the fault with Barry Padarat. and I am not seeing any. But you know what? We are a bunch of mocking pretenders, hypocrites, ostriches. And even the express, like sales was slow, right? That I had to interview him and ask him if he was drunk. Did he hurt anybody? Did he run over anybody's foot? Did he fall down drunk anywhere? He was enjoying himself. And some of us don't have to drink to enjoy ourselves, you know. And it is very pretentious of that man, Young Lai, who sat in Parliament and disrespected the dead opposition leader, Mrs. Pasabi Sessa, with a nasty derogatory statement. But you come in to tell people how ashamed you were of Barry's behavior. We were ashamed of your behavior too when you all left the divers and them in the pipe. We were ashamed of your behavior and failure as a Minister of National Security, and how many more ministries you had. You were failure. And by the way, where is Christina, your previous stepdaughter? Where is she? You have no shame to point fingers at anybody with the amount of debris that you have in your portfolio. None whatsoever. Well, they really, really have no shame. Like the Likoto Jumbi eat all their shame. Andy, thanks a lot. And as I said before, people, please be safe out there. Take care.
Pleasant good morning, Mikey, Lennox, and Andy. Well, Andy, on a different note, this is Carnival weekend, you know. So let me look to enjoy it. You know, everybody out there be safe, you know. But I really calling to ask if your father Lennox get his bag, I hear you apply for tribe, you know. I hear you get his mask costume already, so you know, he might need more the bag, he might give you it. What do you think? All right, so everyone enjoy all the carnival. Be safe out there, and we go do it on the next time around. All right, my blessings, everyone.
Nice. We come to our Valentine segment, so don't forget to send your voice notes, and you're gonna call in. Today's the final. Yes, let's see who will be the winner today, and we will also get to see who is the overall winner. And I hope you have for us who was the winner yesterday. Overall, we need to know. Oh boy. So we go for a break and come back. When we come back, we go into our Valentine's segment. Who's gonna get that bag of goodies? Who's gonna win that Angostura hamper? Yes. Or who's gonna win that trip to St. Martin's? Wow. If only I could have entered. I think I would have won that trip. Let's go for that break and come back.
If you are a migrant currently living in Trinidad and Tobago without legal immigration status, this message is for you. The government of Trinidad and Tobago has introduced a special registration process for migrants who have overstayed or entered the country illegally. The online registration process will begin from Monday 26th of January and end on Wednesday 25th of February 2026. All applicants are first required to register through the official portal at migrantregistration.gov.tt. That's migrantregistration.gov.tt. After completing the online registration, there will be a mandatory in-person processing and verification which begins at the end of February 2026. The start date for that phase will be announced through official government channels. The in-person registration will take place at the Hazley Crawford Stadium, Port of Spain, the Atto Bolden Stadium in Balmain, Couva, and the Larry Gomes Stadium in Malabar, Arima, as well as the Dwight York Stadium, Bacalet, Scarborough, Tobago. Applicants will undergo a comprehensive verification process, which will include vetting by the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service involving fingerprinting and background checks. You will also be required to undergo basic medical screening. Upon completion of the registration process, successful applicants will be required to pay $700 for the migrant registration card. The ministry reminds undocumented migrants your participation in this exercise is essential, as failure to register during this window will result in deportation. This special registration process for migrants is your opportunity to be documented, protected, and allowed to work legally in Trinidad and Tobago for a defined period. For additional instructions, along with online application and required forms, visit the official portal at migrantregistration.gov.tt. That's migrantregistration.gov.tt. This message brought to you by the Ministry of Homeland Security and the Information Division, Office of the Prime Minister.
Calling all mass lovers, the ultimate carnival experience is here. The world-renowned Senior Parade of Bands. On Carnival Monday from 11 a.m. and Carnival Tuesday from 8 a.m. Watch thousands of masqueraders revel in color, energy, and glory across the big stage. The Queen's Park Savannah will come alive with the passion of our people and the rhythm of our culture. Grandstand general seating, $150 for access on both days. North Stand free on Monday and just $50 on Tuesday. Available at the Grandstand ticket booth, online at islandetickets.com and the NCC office, Victoria Square, Port of Spain. For more info, find us on Instagram at ttcarnival365.com or call 622-1670. Senior Parade of Bands 2026, presented by the NCC, supported by Mackeson, Dasani, Forest Park, Coca-Cola, Kaleidoscope, and Caribbean Airlines.
Your Caribbean adventure starts with Winair. Whether you're chasing turquoise waters, island rhythms, or a well-deserved getaway, we're here to take you there safely, reliably, and with top-notch service. The Caribbean is calling. Where will you explore next? Book your next trip today. Visit Winair.sx and let the adventure begin.
Winair takes you there. They'll take you where you want to go. Customer friendly and most reliable. They'll get you there in time for sure.
Saturday, February 21st. The Saturday after Carnival. Release the Carnival Comedy Cool Down, featuring the Caribbean King of Comedy, Major Hype, and his friends.
Hey, what's up? This is your boy Major Hype, and guess what? It's all about the comedy show.
Come see Major Hype and Rody the Entertainer together on stage for one night only at the Southern Academy for the Performing Arts, SAPA, South Trinidad. Showtime 8 p.m.
Shout out to my Trinity people. Where my Trinity people at?
Hosted by Sonny Bling. Also featuring Benjai, Ziggy Rankin, Natty and Thunder, and Talpree. Get your drinks inclusive or general tickets at all cachet outlets, Deb's Barbershop, Poppy's Waterhole, Sapa Box Office, WAC Radio, and online at Island E-Tickets. For more information, call 762-0042. Saturday, 21st February. The Saturday after Carnival. Release the comedy show featuring the Caribbean King of Comedy, Major Hype.
Bring your queen, left your machine, and we have a nice time.
Don't miss it.
You gotta love Trinity people. I don't give a who you are. Trinity people is the happiest people in the world.
Brought to you by Cachet, Poppy's Waterhole, and High Frequency Entertainment.
This is Destra, and right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back, we are back, we are back. Time check. It's at 39 minutes past your 7 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report. Yours truly, the pitbull of radio. Lennox Smith, the big word man. And not forgetting director Snipes in studio, eh? Oh boy, Snipes, have any information for us this morning? Don't forget to put on Lennox there for your partner. What information you have for us? Who won yesterday? Give us the prices. Tell us what's the prices.
I don't have the yesterday winners yet. Rachel didn't come in and give me the yesterday winners yet, but I can remind you guys that we will be selecting one winner from each day. So we'll be selecting 8 winners, 8 qualifiers as a matter of fact. Today is the final day, so somebody will walk away with the grand prize of those 2 tickets to St. Martin.
So there's the final day today of the contest itself.
Friday, 13th February. Yeah.
When the overall will be announced?
At 4:35 p.m.
Oh, that's today as
inside
well?
the flagship.
Okay, all right, okay. Well, that would not be in our session, and it would be, of course, in a subsequent session today.
But we go here. We will hear
Yes,
that
indeed.
one of
we'll
our
definitely
people.
hear it because we're always locked on.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
But just that it would not be an our session. That's the point I was trying to make.
The person that gave their story inside this show today may just well be the person that
come from behind, so to speak. Like the
May just be the
bulldozer and the
person.
young turnabout in my horse racing days, insistent by my father because he was a racing enthusiast. So I never could tell. You come from behind
but Lennox,
and take the glory.
But Lennox, if we had a Valentine's dancing competition, we just had to do a video and send it in, and we could have entered. Do you believe that you'd have won that competition and get that trip to St. Martin?
Well, I don't know what my competition would have been, but I believe that I would have stand a grand chance. Yes, indeed. Of course, KFC, give me a check today now. You never could tell. I noticed, I say, give me a check today. So you never could tell. I use it, of course, that particular, the operating word is check today.
Nice.
All
So let's start the competition. I'm going to play some voice notes here. Oh, boy. Well, I want to believe KFC said he have his story, so let's hear what is his own one time. All right,
yes. It's very true, very true. So he seemed to be a
say
lover
he
boy
can't
too,
win no way, so he wants to win this Valentine's thing.
In places, I see him in places that I never expected him to be, and of course, up in the ears of certain members of the opposite sex.
All right, let's go. Let's hear. Oh boy, our boy, KFC.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox. Andy and Mikey and Director Snipes, I fall in love 10 years plus with the Yellow Party. They show me all in love when we was in opposition. You know, as I get in power, they ain't showing me no love anymore again, Andy. I'm begging them. I want to win back that love because I need that love. That condition love that was showing me for the last 9 years plus. I know if I can win back the love. Who hear me only love me now? I need love. I'm lacking I love. Love everybody in the UNC. My family in the UNC. Love. Happy Valentine's Day.
Bang, bang, bang.
I suppose some people may have gotten their messaging wrong in terms of the kind of love we're not focusing on political love, but we are talking about, of course, the human and the emotions that goes with it, and it's physical, and one expected that would have been the angle that they would have taken. Probably we weren't clear enough. But I'm sure that the day is still young, and there are other segments to come. And it's this evening the final results will manifest itself. So one expects that people like Casey will have other opportunity, of course, to conform to the criteria. Any other we have there, Andy?
Yes. Let's continue. Oh boy. Let's go.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Good morning, everyone. This is my contribution towards the second love story. Mine starts at the young age of 16. I started falling in love with a stranger that I met online. She was my age, both of us were getting ready to write our CSEC exams. Yet still, there was this connection that I couldn't explain. It felt right. I was so attached to her that it felt like if I didn't talk to her for a day, I'd go crazy. We both wanted something more, wanted a relationship, and I saw myself having a future with her. Her parents were really strict and so were mine. So I remember the first time we ever met was after school at a bakery, where I take a chance and she take a chance and come to meet each other. And what really solidified the she's mine moment and that she's the one for me was I didn't even tell her my favorite pastry, yet she somehow could have had guessed what my favorite one was. And that to me was a real eye-opener. Fast forward a couple months later, we're in a relationship, but we had to keep it hush-hush because, now we don't want parents to find out and get in trouble and da-da-da-da-da. Just had to wait until she was 18 because of, her parents and mine. Moving on now. When we both turned 18, I told her father that, we was in a relationship together and that I wanted to continue being with her because I really do love her and I see my future with her. And, moving forward in life, we had this relationship going. It was amazing. We had our most beautiful moments together. And it's crazy to me to think that how quickly life could change, all because of fear, all because of, a lack of confidence. And I let that overrun me. My parents, they didn't like her. Lord knows what reason. They just thought it fit that, she wasn't the one for me. And I needed to get a better person. But to me, she was a gold standard. There never was any better. Yes, we may have had our arguments and, our little disputes, but what relationship doesn't? That's the whole thing. I love that woman with all my heart. To a point where I couldn't know myself without knowing her. She became such a pivotal part of my life. Moving forward, things began to get really, really rough in terms of life together. It felt like a strain, again, all because of me. I was too afraid to make the next step. I hurt that girl emotionally, and that was something that really broke her. To a point where, she would be crying in front of me and I wouldn't know how to deal with it. I wasn't there for her when she needed me. I wasn't around and I really neglected her. Until one day, both of us decided that this relationship wasn't worth it anymore. Sounds kind of cold, but yeah, sometimes when fear takes a hold of you, it doesn't know what to do. Moving on to a month or two afterwards, my heart hurt. It was broken into a million pieces and I didn't know where to start to pick it up. Because I genuinely had loved this girl. And again, I was too busy looking forward into the future that I failed to realize what was going on in front of me and I neglected the present. But it seemed as though that same red twine that brought us together made us reach back out to each other. It happened by a matter of coincidence, in fact, where the both of us went out and there she was. I saw her again, and the minute our eyes locked, 6 years of being together with her, I felt that spark reconnect. And at that point forward, I knew I had to do everything in my power to make it work. I wanted her in my life. I needed her to be the one. A couple months later, we're making it work. Matter of fact, we're engaged now. And I couldn't be more happier. However, there's one thing that I would like to do again. Sometimes your first love, it could be a second love. And this one, I plan on making it my last. Next up is marriage. And I'm looking forward patiently towards that day.
Oh boy. Fall in love, fall out of love, hurt. Find them back after so long. Fall back in love again and go and make it the final one. End up engaging and now making it the final love. Wow.
The stories are becoming more and more complex, I noticed, as the program grew. But of course, unfortunately, we are coming to the end of it today, last day. I'd love to hear some more of that, but I suppose there is Valentine's next year as well.
That was definitely an amazing story.
Yeah, definitely.
So Andy, you will send me that person's name and number. I must announce as well that Marsha Hernandez, our yesterday caller, won. So we had a winner inside the ground report.
I wonder if it's the pit bulls intimidation or is it natural? I want to assume it's natural because no one could be intimidated in a situation of love and sincerity. So yeah. So congratulations. You have put on the round of applause for that individual. We need to do that. I mean, it's one that came from this program. Congratulations, Marsha.
Congratulations.
Yes, indeed. Any other that we have?
Let me just take this call and see this one here. Morning, caller.
Morning, Andy and Lennox.
Good morning.
Andy.
Yes.
Thank God that they didn't have to bring ambulance for Padarat like the former Prime Minister who impregnated.
This segment here.
Talking about that right now.
Yeah. This segment here is all about
this
the
segment would have been completed. We are into the Valentine's confession, if you want to call it that, testimonies session. All right.
Let me see if there's one here.
Good morning to the family, Gang Report family, Lennox, with all everyone. Morning. I am tired of calling Wassa.
Oh God, we will deal with that one after too. Oh boy. Hey boy. Oh boy.
It happens.
I don't go with this story here, man. This one. Remember we said we'd have to come with him there, which is our boy Orlando. Orlando, make sure you call the program after us, and talk to my boy Stefan and X and you'll kiss and make up, man. Kiss and make up. Let's play Orlando now.
Andy William, this message is for the contestant tomorrow about falling in love and heartbroken. Andy William, when I was 20 years old, I used to date this girl. After dating many girls, good-looking, beautiful girls, I started dating this girl from South. She was a teacher. She wrote a book, very educated. She related to the Mutus and them. And that was it. But her mother and her father were ex-principals. So they said to me, to the girl, that I was not smart enough for their daughter. And Andy, that broke my heart. She think, the daughter was too bright for me, and blah, blah, blah. I mean, that was one of the most beautiful women I ever been with. I mean, she come out from an educated family. But Andy, that didn't stop me there. I was heartbroken. I left Trinidad. I went to America, and I went to college, get my degree. And the whole story short, after about 4 years of being at college, I found love. And now I'm married for over 30 years, happily married. But
very good.
If things were right, I would be in Trinidad. I probably would have stayed back home. But anyhow, I was really sad because this woman was just gorgeous. And yeah, my wife is gorgeous too anyway. So that's my story, Auntie. Might be a sad story of somebody, but it's a story to be told. Talk to you later, bye. Auntie William.
Oh boy, that's it there, that's it. Let me see, let me just make sure the Trinidad and Tobago, that's it for you all. So we're giving you all no, we have to go take a break there now. So that's it. We have enough testimonies here.
Well, it's amazing how these instances of human experience have twists and turns. You know, they meander all over the place, and eventually you end up in a place where you are ultimately, generally, of course, are satisfied. And I think that shows how human beings, you know, can adapt and adjust, and in spite of the circumstances, still find some peace, security, and love.
Oh boy. Do we have to take a break, or we will wait for the top of the hour one time, director? So what I'll do is open the lines.
We head into the break now.
Okay. Well, you take it away, Director Snipes.
Carnival Stories. Carnival Stories. History in motion. Carnival Stories. Brought to you with the compliments of Lion. The power behind our great taste traditions.
The burroquete. The burroquete, from the Spanish word burroquito, means little donkey, is a classic carnival character made from bamboo and wood, creating the illusion of a dancer riding a small donkey, reins in hand. This tradition has roots in East Indian Hindu culture and the South American mainland, particularly Venezuela. The costume features a colored paper donkey's head on a bamboo frame, a long satin skirt for the body, and a sistal tail, often decorated with flowers. The rider wears a satin shirt and a matador's or straw hat. As guitars, cuatros, and shak-shaks play, the performer mimics the playful antics of a donkey, prancing, bowing, and teasing the crowd. This dance, known as the burroquete, originated in Venezuela and remains a lively part of our carnival heritage.
Carnival Stories, where culture meets the road. You've been listening to Carnival Stories, brought to you with the compliments of Lion, the power behind our great taste traditions.
The Lion brand always had a plan, giving great taste all across the land. Pelori, fry, bake, roti, and doubles too, made with great taste just for me and you. All through the year and all season, the Lion brand is the reason. When the Lion brand in the kitchen, we know to mix and move, we're gonna mix and move.
This carnival season, mix and move with the Lion brand of products, the power behind our great taste traditions.
With the Lion brand.
After Carnival, TNT, the show you all been waiting for. Laugh till your belly busts. In partnership with Talk City 91.1 FM and TTT Limited, 28th of February at Napa, Port of Spain. Showtime, 8 p.m. sharp. Come see the funniest guys on the planet and the man who took social media by storm, Victor St. Louis, a.k.a. Pelp.
You know, things so hard right now in Trinidad. You know, a store in town, no fire, 2 mannequin.
All his funny friends. Kenneth Sipasa, the greatest storytime teller ever. Shaquille, Louis Spider-Man Antoine, Andrew Friday, The Saint.
Listen, okay, me, you know, first it's so expensive. I went and priced a plate there. You know, they tell me $10,000 for a plate. I say, oh, there are no sauces.
And Paniska is back.
Stop it, honey. Don't bring out the dog in me, you know. I better scrape you.
Get those tickets now. Ronnie and Caro, Mascot, Maraval Road, Port of Spain, Bruce Bar, St. Augustine, and islandetickets.com. For ticket hotlines, call 278-5892, 316-0814, 382-9986. Laugh till your belly busts.
Your Caribbean adventure starts with Winair. Whether you're chasing turquoise waters, island rhythms, or a well-deserved getaway, we're here to take you there safely, reliably, and with top-notch service. The Caribbean is calling. Where will you explore next? Book your next trip today. Visit Winair.sx and let the adventure begin.
Winair takes you there. They'll take you where you want to go. Customer friendly and most reliable. They'll get you there in time for sure.
Here we go.
what is all this old noise? Wait, Mom streaming movies, Danny playing games, and Jenna blasting music all at the same time?
Yeah, remember we upgraded to Digicel plus 500 megabits per second plan. $500 to upload just as fast as download. So everybody could do their thing, same time, no lag.
Well, I'm not fighting for Wi-Fi again. Pull up HBO for me there.
Switch to Digicel Plus. Fast, reliable, 100% fiber home internet. Perfect for families with plenty devices, streaming, gaming, working, and more. Visit DigicelTT.com or any Digicel store today.
And as with every year, the actors are at this time putting their heart and soul into bringing the memory alive. Canberra celebrations turned into violence when in 1881, Captain Baker, who was the head of the police at the time, was beaten, and he and others tried to stop Canberra. The violence of the Canberra riots resulted in many injuries as well as fatalities. As a result of the riots, new government restrictions were placed on Canberra traditions. New musical instruments and styles were created in reaction to these prohibitions, which influenced the development of calypso and later soca. Today, Canberra is more than a historical remembrance. It is a living tradition that inspires and recalls new generations of masqueraders to the streets each carnival season. For many, participating in Canberra is an act of connection to ancestors, to community, and to identity. It reminds revelers that Carnival is not only about spectacle and celebration, but also about storytelling, struggle, and survival. Citizens are reminded that they must remain vigilant during Carnival. It comes from a representative of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, Sergeant J.C. Small. In particular, he urges people to practice road safety over the weekend.
We want to encourage persons to be responsible road users. Sometimes, you can't just think about yourself, but the other persons, the other pedestrians, the other drivers. You need to be so cognitive of say your surroundings. So be responsible, don't drink and drive, designate a driver, and it would definitely save lives.
Small also took the opportunity to remind parents that they must take precautions with their children during the festivities.
I want to encourage parents in terms of when they're taking children to places that are, have a lot of people. Yeah. It's important to probably do a ID band for them, put the information like the contact information and the address on the inside, probably let them wear bright clothing, designate an area as a meter point in case of any emergency, and encourage the children, don't accept things from strangers. Children, there are a lot of people outside here take this opportunity to do illegal activities like sell drugs, and they have them in all this nice colorful candy form and that kind of thing, and we don't want to put our children in harm's way.
In other news, the National Agriculture Training Initiative has officially been launched. The program is a central part of the government's mandate to revitalize the local agricultural sector and reduce the national food import bill. Member of Parliament for Mayaro, Nicholas Morris, says the program marks tangible progress for farmers in his constituency following multiple visits by Agriculture Minister Ravi Ratiram to communities including Kernaham, Ottawa, and Guayagawari South. According to Mr. Morris, the visits were aimed at addressing long-standing concerns raised by farmers, from access roads and bridges to expanded opportunities and infrastructure support. He says the launch of the initiative signals a commitment to improving farmers' livelihoods and strengthening their contribution to national development. One of the first courses, agroforestry, began on Thursday at the Rio Claro Community Center, with farmers selected by the ministry. Additional training sessions are expected in the coming weeks across several communities within the constituency. In some sport now, the Trinidad and Tobago Cricket Board launched its 2026 Under-19 Interzone Tournament on Thursday morning at the National Cricket Centre, with strong backing from corporate sponsor Fial Footwear and Clothing. Speaking at the launch, TTCB President Asim Basarath emphasized the tournament's critical importance when it comes to the development of youth cricket.
The Trinidad and Tobago Cricket Board views the Under-19 Interzone Tournament as one of the most crucial pillars of our national development framework. It represents a major stepping stone for young players aspiring to wear the converted red of the Trinidad and Tobago at the senior level, and ultimately to represent the West Indies with pride. This tournament is not merely a competition, it is a pathway.
And that was your TTT News Report. I'm Kyrie Roberts. From all of us here, have a great day.
That was TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
These are not just stories. They are the echoes of who we are, passed down in voices, in silence, and in memory. From the heart of the Caribbean, where history, mystery, and magic meet, this is Echoes of Our Folklore. Echoes of Our Folklore. Your weekly journey into the legends, stories, and whispers of our islands. Echoes of Our Folklore. Brought to you with the compliments of Creamery for all life's moments. In the deep shadowed forests, there is a presence that has walked these lands long before roads, before cities, before man believed the wilderness belonged to him. His name is Papa Bois. They say Papa Bois is short and stocky, with two horns crowning his head and the legs of a deer. He moves silently through the trees, carrying a horn of his own, one that he uses not to threaten, but to test. For when wicked hunters enter the forest with greed in their hearts, Papa Bois sounds his call, luring them deeper into the bush until the familiar path disappears and they are left lost among the trees. But make no mistake, Papa Bois is not a creature of evil. He is spoken of as a kind and ancient spirit, a guardian of the forest, a protector of animals, and a keeper of balance between humanity and nature. To those who respect the land, he is unseen. To those who seek only to exploit it, he becomes a warning. Papa Bois reminds us that the forest is not ours to conquer, but a living world to protect. Another tale from our islands, reminding us that the past, the spirits, and the stories of our ancestors are never far away. You've been listening to Echoes of Our Folklore. Echoes of Our Folklore. Only on Talk City 91.1 FM. You've been listening to Echoes of Our Folklore, brought to you with the compliments of Creamery for all life's moments.
Breaking news from Creamery Ice Cream. Our 1 gallon family has grown. Dive into the bold flavors of our Creamery Ice Cream's new zesty orange pine, rich strawberry cheesecake, and this just in, Creamery Ice Cream now has cherry vanilla and cherry coconut flavors too. Plus, your favorites, rum and raisin, chocolate ripple, and strawberry ripple have joined our 1 gallon family. A representative from Creamery Ice Cream has confirmed these flavors are available nationwide. That's the latest scoop from Creamery Ice Cream. Creamery Ice Cream for all life's moments.
Boy, I hearing brass playing in my head whole morning, you know.
That is not brass, that is hunger.
Nah, that is brass bacchanal calling all you. Brass bacchanal? Wait, that is the ones where all them bands and them just show off with their music?
Show off is a showdown of sound.
This Carnival Monday night, get ready for Brass Bacchanal 2026. 9 of the baddest brass bands go head to head, competing for $100,000. Monday, February 16th, Queen's Park, Savannah. Showtime, 9 p.m. sharp. Tickets are only $150. Available at Java Nation stores nationwide, the NCC box office, and online at islandetickets.com. Bring your crew, bring your coolers, and feel the power of live brass like never before. Get ready. Brass Bacchanal, Carnival Monday night. Presented by the National Carnival Commission.
Your Caribbean adventure starts with Winair. Whether you're chasing turquoise waters, island rhythms, or a well-deserved getaway, we're here to take you there safely, reliably, and with top-notch service. The Caribbean is calling. Where will you explore next? Book your next trip today. Visit winair.sx and let the adventure begin. Winair takes you there. They'll take you where you want to go. Customer friendly and most reliable. They'll get you there in time for sure.
Every morning begins with a story, the headlines you need, the voices you trust, the conversations shaping our nation. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today, where your day starts informed and inspired. News that matters to you. Conversations that spark new ideas. Stories that move Trinidad and Tobago forward. Tune in weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. or join the conversation on any smart device at TNT Today Show. Trinidad and Tobago Today. Start here, exclusively on TTT.
History in the rhythm. Issues in the spotlight. Talk City 91.1.
This is Destra. And right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's Carnival Friday. Right here on the Ground Report. That what we talking about. Before we go back and think there, look again and see the looks all over there, scream. Let me pray him on there earlier. We can start him on show earlier, you know.
Bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang.
Hello from the capital, deep down in the heart of the carnival. There's no better place, I cannot erase all these memories we create out of love. Hello from the capital, it's me who bring life to the bacchanal. Let me show you the reason we feeling for this kind of feeling. Down in the capital now. Hey, hey, hey. Pick up the foot and stamp it on the ground. Hey, hey, hey. Pick up the rag and wave it all around. Hey,
oh boy, would that be the road match? All they will let us know too, eh?
Oh yes, indeed. Yes, don't want to expend too much energy in here. Need to get on the road. Yes, need to get on the road. Yes, indeed. Yes, of course. People, don't forget what we have in the March Square, the big. Understand it's going to be a spectacular show, so get there early, buy your tickets, etc. And of course, you have the Panama Finals. Don't forget that as well. And well. You also have other things in between there. I think that the kids, if I am not mistaken, I know it's traditional. I have not been formally told. I've not looked at the program either, but I suspect the kids will be on the road as well tomorrow. That I have not confirmed, but I assume because the kids are always part and parcel of the mass. And then, of course, today, well, we had the old traditional, and of course, and the whole question of Kambuli, which marks the start of the Merry Monarchs journey until, of course, Tuesday night. But we see, of course, quite a number of things happening. Historic, over 300,000 persons so far. Last year, of course, was 100,000, according to the records participating in the mass. The village, that Flavor Village, seemed to be very, very popular, probably more popular than the Carnival Village, which, of course, was created under previous UNC administration. And this year, of course, the Flavor Village has been introduced, and that has been, a very important place to be and to visit this carnival as well. Of course, all centered in the Queen's Park Savannah.
Nice.
Andy.
So Trinidad and Tobago, besides capital for a road match, you can't leave out this. Who said this is going to be the road match here? Before we go back onto the lines, who's saying this? Who say this? Who say this?
Are you ready? Showtime in 5, so let we start it. Is that the bass from the truck or your heartbeat? Nervous energy, and it look like stage fright to me. Front page is where legends belong, but backstage.
Lennox, let me see a piece on the chair now, boy. People say to see a dance on the chair. This one, which is your match? This one, let me a little piece and go to the next one.
Well, Marshall did say that this is his last, no matter what. But he would love to get it this year because he would have beaten Kitchener as a record. I think this will be the 12th road match, and Kitchener obviously would have had 11. So let's see how that pans out. Go ahead, play music, but they got to see on the road.
Bang, 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 bang.
Oh, Trinidad and Tobago, would it be this? Oh boy, because they say, well, like, since Bungie jump out, they say, well, this might be the man. But then we still have to hear Bungie and want to know, well, why did Bungie jump out? But let's go again.
I feel for woman and a woman and a woman and a rum and a woman and a woman and a rum.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Bang, bang, bang.
As soon as the music hit there, I can't behave myself. Go on the back and not to end. I can't behave myself. Soon as the music hit there. If soca get your life, soca get your vibe. If carnival is on, then you're not alone. If soca get your life, soca get your vibe. If carnival is on, well, you're not alone. All one thing uncertain, I outside and jamming. Deal with them brutal, I go deal with them brutal. All that talk, the talking, them can't tell me nothing. I go deal with them, let me deal with them, let me deal with them. I come to defend the things stand for man voice. I know my ancestors could support my choice, but I sure this music is more than noise. I can't behave myself. All when I jump in with your friends, I can't behave myself. Soon as the music hit there, I can't behave myself. Go to the back and not to end. I can't behave myself. Soon as the music hit there. If soca get your life, soca get your vibe. If carnival is on, then you're not alone. If soca get your life, soca get your vibe. If carnival is on, well, you're not alone.
Bang, bang, bang.
Nice. And then I'll bring that Bungie for you all in a little bit there. He said he's not going on the road. He said technically he's saying, well, Marshall and them shouldn't go on the road and give other young people a chance. And is it that he's saying that because he might have been getting licks, or he see his licks inevitable, or why?
You never could tell. But Marshall did, in fact, announce that he will be going to the next level. He will be, of course, focusing on the up-and-coming artists. He will be there because he believes that Carnival has turned out well for him. And I mean, he has a priority. He's a university graduate in the field as well. And he says that, of course, Carnival is a hustle. He wants it to be a much more staple.
Talking to Mike. You got to pull that mic.
Much more staple and much more and stable and much more organized, so that it could really become a product on which the artists and the creative spirit of the Trinbagonians can really be converted into commercial activities. I think that is what he's saying. Monetize the art form, and you have to do it in a structured way. That is what he's saying, and therefore he will be out of it whether he wins the road match or not. But he's hoping to do so, and it will be the 12th, and therefore I think it would be one up or more than that of the late Lord Kitchener. That being as it may, of course, some other issues. Well, $137 million was spent this year. Compared to last year, it would have been $141 million would have been spent last year. So just about this year, about $4 million short of last year's budget. But, however, what we have noticed is that much of the monies would have gone to the artists and so on. Tonight, for example, at the Flavor Village, you will have Marshall, of course, free of charge, courtesy the NCC, and their gift, of course, to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. So I'm sure that's going to be a bumper one. And you still have the Carnival Village, where, of course, people who may not have gotten an opportunity to be in a tent or to maybe part and parcel of any one of the major competitions will be focused on in terms of making sure that they at least make $1 during the course of the season. So I think by and large the money has been spent there. And I noticed as well in terms of the money that no booths were constructed on the southern side of the Queen's Park Savannah this time around. And of course, it's clear that the intention is to put the monies in those persons who are making it happen, those stakeholders, as opposed to, of course, that spending on that, where, of course, many of the vendors, at any rate, don't really make a return on the monies that they would have spent to NCC to acquire those booths, because all-inclusive bans seem to be the order of the day, and therefore they have been complaining over the years. So things was shaken up and switched, and of course the Flavor Village, I think, is a major response to that development.
Nice. So Trinidad and Tobago, before we go to the lines, the last one in which I promise you all, because it's Carnival, and remember you all will be hearing from us on Carnival Monday and Tuesday. Yeah. If you ain't playing mass, you have to hear from me.
We will be on duty.
Yeah. So we might get all some of this to Carnival Monday and Tuesday, like flashes of this, flashes of that, however. But I am saying, Bunji Garlin, you quake out. You would have won the road match. You would have beat Marshall. You would have beat Patrice and Michael with the tongue. City. But you quake out, man. You make Marshall Montano intimidate you. With this big tune, Bunji. This was your year. And you quake out. Listen, Trinidad and Tobago, to Bunji.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yes, I am a road man, and every year me program to take me and me work and go over and stay. Hey, farmer, see your messages. I promise you this ain't the road vestiges. Thanks for checking on me and my whole team. I see you asking if I finish with the road scene. I say I done my competition, I am finished with the road. My carnival show is on a different episode. It don't matter if I crowd or if it is me alone. I will be still up by the truck with the girl them up on the top. Blame. They with me drinks all of me cup with the girl them winding it up and playing. Oh Lord, yes I a road man, oh yes I am a road man. I never hear me program. Take me and me one girl go over the street. Something is the slogan, the Shelly and the Josan. They come and strike a pose and they take the front page. Yes I a road man, yes I a road man. I never hear me program to go up on the stage.
Oh boy, it's carnival. What we go say? But the man tune saying it, you know, the man say, I know who's watching in truth. The man tune really saying that he offer that thing. He not on the road. The man only talking about he tune in truth. Pretty hell.
Well,
the man tune saying it.
It's a tune in itself, of course. Probably indicating where he is at this point in time. You never could tell. Next year he might say he might bring something that counters that, and therefore say, well, listen, after keen thought and consideration, I've decided to come back.
Yeah. Like a politics.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Yes, I do. And it's typical of politicians as well. So let's not waste time. Of course, having said that, let me say that, of course, the opposition again have failed in their assessment as to the carnival, because clearly there has been greater participation than last year. For example, the statistics goes that 100,000 last year as opposed to 300,000 so far this year. So it's chalk and cheese, frankly.
No problem.
And again,
go
of
ahead,
course,
caller.
demonstrates
Yeah,
how nebulous it is.
Andy. Yes, caller, go ahead.
Go ahead, caller.
Andy, this seminar, I want to know. I win a daily prize, how to collect it and when to collect it and things.
You went?
They will call. The information is that they will call you. Right?
Okay, thanks.
Once you would have won, they would call you. So that goes to all the other listeners who would have been successful.
Yes.
I know. I know. Yes.
I'm going to take a next call there. Oh boy. It's the Ground Report on this Friday edition, as my co-hosts say, of the Ground Report program. This edition, I mean, if we didn't do that, they will say, well, all right, let's continue the audio. Bam, 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 bam. Go ahead, caller. Morning.
Good morning, Andy. God bless you. God bless Lennox Smith. God bless all you. I call to tell a gentleman this. Every PNM station you going to call in to talk about the UNC candidates and to talk about the UNC party. You are getting nothing by that. Eh? Why are you doing that for? And when you reach the talk day, you're talking race talk. Eh? You're talking about Indian and Hindu and how Indian had in Nagal and how, why you talking race talk for? And why you talking about my party for? Why you talking in every PNM station and then you're calling yourself a UNC activist? Eh? Why? Stop that. Because nobody will take that. I'm a UNC. And this is my government. There are things I don't like what they will do. You know? But if they're doing better than we, or they want to go back to eat cassava, or they want to go back to plant yam, or they want to tighten all the belt. our country looking better, feeling better. Every station you're going to talk about UNC and Indian and Hindu. Them that man.
Thank you very much. Next caller, morning caller, where you calling from? What's your contribution on the Growing Report this morning?
Morning, Andy. Morning, Lennox. Morning, Snipes. My thing is, I wanted Bungie for the match. But since Bungie today are back in voids, you see that can't behave yourself? That is a creeper, you know. That will demolish on the road, you know. That will demolish the road. You watch out carefully. You see that can't behave? It's between that and that Marshall. But I'm rooting for the can't behave. Marshall might have the pip on him, but I'm rooting for the can't behave, boy. All right. Enjoy the carnival, gentlemen.
Oh boy, when I see like young brother ain't saying nothing this year other than elite popularity, get him to 1 or 2 fets still, but the music ain't really up there this year, fine. Where we go see? Well, let's get back to the lines again.
Yeah, it appears that the traditional, those who have been, you know, in the forefront has, of course, regained that position this year. Let's hope, of course, that is a learning experience for those who would have been newcomers last year. Of course, top the popularity game, so to speak, but, of course, settle back this year. But I would expect that as time progresses, that they too will advance, and therefore, as people like Marshall bow out, it means, therefore, they have no choice but to fill the vacuum.
Nice. My advice along brother them is that make sure lady laugh all of them all they have all the time now. Make sure all you move smart, save all the money to reach like Iowa them they getting old. Marshall them they getting old and they still you know why? They have the money to keep themselves up there. Alright, so save all the money. Go ahead, caller.
Andy and Lennox.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why you only call election, boy?
What?
Let's see all the country falling apart or Saparia here.
Saparia, where say I didn't hear you? It's carnival. Where say?
All election, all the whole country falling apart. Business closing, not doing all kind of things.
But Saparia, why you mama guy the people? Let me tell you why, Saparia. You're asking me why I ain't call the election. I'm not the Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. It's only them had the power to call an election, Saparia. So why are you saying I or Lennox is mama guy the people, Saparia?
But they running the country. You haven't seen they running the country. Look, we done that 2 downgraded already.
I think those downgraded.
Oh my goodness!
Everything to do.
Was it IMF that just said that Trinidad and Tobago's rebounding, and of course it is nestled in terms of time pre-COVID. You know what I say? IMF said 0.7% and therefore brings Trinidad and Tobago to pre-COVID status. And he is sounding like Rip Van Winkle, the fellow who just got up because
Lennox, let me hear him.
Oh yeah. I didn't know. I thought you would have gone with it.
All spending nothing. So the IMF come and see that. But all the economics bad boy for the country.
All right, what economics? The economics of less than a year or the economics of nearly 10 years? Which economics had the country in this mess, Saparia?
We was living better on that TNM. We was living better there. Things weren't so high. Look all the killing them taxi drivers. $4,000 ticket. You can get $25,000 ticket now.
Oh God, Saparia. Look, somebody now send a message, but please don't get vexed with them. They now send a message and say, Saparia, Mr. Saparia is missing Dr. Keats Christopher Rowley red couch. Is that truth?
The best Prime Minister passed through in a long while.
The red couch? You mean, is he best? That way you know say?
How you mean Rowley was the best?
No, the couch. No, but the couch. They say you missing the red couch.
No, but Andy, on a serious note, he started by saying that things are tough. And I wonder if he was really referring to because he is in Deep South, and that depended on Petrotrin. And Petrotrin was closed down by the previous administration that he says that did so well. And all of the fence line establishments, whether it be groceries, whether it be taxi drivers, or whether it be barbers, etc., were catching the ant, nenen, and otherwise down on that side. Is it that he has now waken up to realize that this total catch-tail is initiated by the party or the administration he now said that he loves? I think he is clearly in a state of discombobulation, total confusion.
Oh boy, go ahead, next caller. Pleasant good morning to you.
Morning, Papa, morning. Andy, I listen to you and after someone you phone, I give you a call. Andy, when Andy from Orlando, Florida, call you. Can I give me a call now? But was in tongue with me and we package all you have, you was in tongue with me. When Andy calls, tell Andy give me a call. All of our bless and present and our Steve and bless Cannibal.
All right, next caller. Pleasant good morning to you, caller.
I outside and jamming. Deal with them brutal.
Oh boy, go ahead, caller.
Morning, gentlemen. Barack Ford here. Let me tell you something. You see all them other singers on them come like third party. Marshall done win the road match, and all of them just couldn't split the votes between two of them. The rest of them go get a little 30, 40 and thing and make up wherever the rest. But Marshall done gone with our road match long time. Gentlemen, back to this love thing. Let me tell you something. I listening to all these love confessions and things, and it seems like the only way a love story does feel or sound good, it had to full with a set of horn and break up and make up and crying and sadness and all kind of things. What kind of love story is that? Let me tell you something. Me are no perfect marriage. Me are no perfect love and thing. I like a normal person. But one thing I could tell you, let me give you a little edited version of my little story. When I used to go Sando Tech when I was about 18, 19 and thing, I met this young girl. So, schoolboy loving relationship. We went around for a little time, and then she had to go to medical school, so she leave, and I went on my way back to in the oil industry and started work and thing. So after about 10 years, I went up to a fete in Port of Spain. You know, when them bourgeois kind of fete. So Lime Day, well, I had a little young thing I used to lime, so I take Chica and I went up in Port of Spain in the fete. This woman come up to me and say, how you going? So I draw back so. I say, but wait now, I know this person. She say, yeah, I so and so, remember we? So I say, all right. That time she already qualified and is a doctor and thing. So we started talk and in the fete and, I said, well, if you're American, I could always drop you home and thing because she family and them. She said, all right, no problem. And from that, we started to lime. We hook up back. That was the same woman who I used to lime with in Tech after about 10 years and thing. We started, when I jump out from offshore, go up in town, spend time and thing there. 26 years now we married. And we have 2 daughters. One of my daughter now is another doctor, just qualified this year. And to show the love of how things is operate and thing. Now I up in the States here, she back home in Trinidad with my other daughter. I here with my younger daughter started to study law. So I'm here sorting she out. The distance ain't created no set of pain and heartache and things. It come like it bringing it more closer because we understand each other and making sure that out here what love is for 2 away. But from that love, we have to bring something in this world that is even greater than that. So when we leave this world, we leave our print through our children. So when you see we way beyond our time and we dead and gone, our kids could look back and say, hey, hear what? You see them 2 people, what that we call parents, mother and father, they make sure and provide no matter what for us. And now we are here because of them, because of the love that they had for each other. for they would do anything to make sure that we were here, and that love must grow through them, and then them must pass that on to the family, to their children, and live forever. That is my love story.
Thank you
Have
very
a good
much.
morning, gentlemen. Take care, man. Later.
Unfortunately, of course, Andy is wrong segment for this edition of the Ground Report, but he has others during the course of the day, so he probably could put his hat in the ring, so to speak, and I'm sure that it will be considered.
Hey, last call until we go for the break.
There's no hat after today.
No, I said during the course of the day. And we have other... Yeah.
Andy, you need to send me the name and number of the person that called during the segment.
All right. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, Andy, morning. I just want to
Good morning.
Something with young brother. Young brother have been on number 2 and number 3 on the charts for the whole of the carnival. So is that you probably in really heating him, but he'll be number 2 and number 3 for the entire carnival season on the charts, even over Marshall and all it is. I think respectfully yours was number 1 right through, and Inches by young brother has been rallying between number 2 and number 3 on the charts for the last, since Carnival for the year. It has been right there with the tops, even over Marshall. When Marshall debuted, he was at number 4. And he's still rallying around number 4 and number 5 Marshall. Respectfully yours is number 1, and young brother is right after them. So
Who is number 1? Who is number 1?
The fellas who's fully blown. Who's saying respectfully yours? Full blown.
Full blown.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't hear that. I never hear that.
But for road march purposes, that is one aspect. But for road march purposes, what's your view?
No, but road marches is Marshall. Everybody know Marshall.
Okay, good, beautiful. That's where we were focused.
Right. But what do you like for the match guy now? What do you like for the match guy?
Terry Lyons. She going with
that. Yeah. I feel she going with that this year again. I just enjoy that.
Where mean again?
Yeah,
is she winning last year?
Yeah. Now she didn't win last year. The next before I think win last year.
Before, London is the man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, before I think she win.
Well, all right.
All right, thanks very much. Yeah. So there are many dimensions to this carnival experience and competition, etc. And we have to be clear that even though one is on the charts, as the caller confessed or admitted, it doesn't mean that he is going to win the road match.
Oh, there's one the chart they say.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Young brother, sharp vibes. Sometimes you got to slow it down so you could feel what you're working on. To get the right flick, it got to be the right grip, then you could put it on. If you're tired of the jumping, take a trip, then we move along. Sexy whining, little heavy, you come together like a slow song. This time it is your time, baby. Let's focus on this wine, baby. This fed will be one of a kind, so prepare your mind and get ready for the jamming. You go have a time of your life. This sweetness feels like paradise. The way you walk on, you like any vibes. Nothing wrong now with a little vibe. So baby, just relax and give me inch by inch.
Nice. So Trinidad and Tobago, what we're going to do is go for that break and come back. When we come back, I will also like to play the chutney, the national chutney winner tune that everybody are condemning. I never get to really hear it. So let's hear that tune that when the chutney, they say some young person win it, they say she didn't deserve it. Is this one supposed to get it? Lava was supposed to get it. Everybody's supposed to get it. Oh my God. So let's hear
Marshall. Marshall was there as well. I think he was beaten to 4th place or something.
Yeah, 4th place.
But of course, that tune you just played there is a good party tune. It's good for party. You know, there's some, that's how it is. The people psychologically and culturally would have segmented and therefore select what they will want to associate with and where it should be associated. So, road match, one, party, next one. Of course, when you go to these jam sessions, fets and so on, another type of music where you move to the left, move to the right. And of course, they have people doing all kinds of things, silly things that they would not normally do in life. So that's how it is. All right, so we go for the break, and when we come back more on this edition of the Ground Report.
Flood mitigation is most effective when preparation starts early, well, before the rain arrives. It requires planning, coordination, and partnerships across government to reduce risk and protect communities. Recently, at the Disaster Management Unit's distribution of disaster relief items to municipal corporations held at the Trade Zone Commercial Warehouse in El Socorro, the Minister of Rural Development and Local Government, the Honorable Khadija Amin, spoke about how collaborative efforts with other ministries strengthen flood mitigation during the dry season.
Our flood mitigation will continue apace during the dry season, together with the Ministry of Works, Drainage Division and Ministry of Agriculture, to get those major water courses cleared where we have to build embankments. They already have a program for that, so that in the rainy season, our water courses will be a little more prepared so that we will have less flood.
Minister of Rural Development and Local Government, the Honorable Khadija Amin. Early planning and interministerial collaboration help reduce flooding and safeguard communities. Citizens are encouraged to stay informed and support local preparedness efforts. Now, for more information and updates, please visit the Ministry of Rural Development and Local Government's website at www.rdlg.gov.tt, and you can also follow them on their Facebook page.
This was a production of the Information Division, Office of the Prime Minister.
Carnival Stories. Carnival Stories. History in motion. Why we play mass.
To play mass is more than wearing a costume. It is performance, protest, parody, pride. From Canboulez's resistance to Juve's freedom to today's bands crossing the stage, Carnival has always been a mirror of who we are. It tells our story, it tells our history without textbooks. It preserves memory without museums. When we play mass, we do not escape reality, we remember it. And in remembering, we celebrate Carnival stories. Our past, our power, our carnival.
Carnival Stories. Carnival Stories. Our past, our power, our carnival. Carnival Stories on Talk City 91.1 FM.
What is all this old noise? Wait, Mom streaming movies, Danny playing games, and Jenna blasting music all at the same time?
Yeah, remember we upgraded to Digicel plus 500 megabits per second plan. $500 to upload just as fast as download. So everybody could do their thing, same time, no lag.
Well, I'm not fighting for Wi-Fi again. Pull up HBO for me there.
Switch to Digicel Plus. Fast, reliable, 100% fiber home internet. Perfect for families with plenty devices. Streaming, gaming, working, and more. Visit DigicelTT.com or any Digicel store today. Digicel Plus, better connected.
Ever wondered what happens before the lights come on? Before the crowd pours in? Before the magic hits the stage? This is your all-access pass. Sneak Peek with Junior K takes you behind the scenes of the biggest cultural moments and the hottest events across TNT. From the sound checks to the stage setups, from final rehearsals to exclusive interviews. If it's about to be big, we're already there. Catch Sneak Peek airing daily on TTT and relive every moment on all our social media platforms. Sneak Peek with Junior K, where the story starts before the spotlight.
The Lion Brand always had a plan, giving great taste all across the land. Pelori fry bake roti and double stew, made with great taste just for me and you. All through the year and all season, Lion Brand is the reason. When the Lion Brand in the kitchen, we know to mix and move, we're gonna mix and move.
This carnival season, mix and move with the Lion Brand of products, the power behind our great taste traditions.
With the Lion Brand.
Every morning begins with a story, the headlines you need, the voices you trust, the conversations shaping our nation. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today, where your day starts informed and inspired. News that matters to you. Conversations that spark new ideas. Stories that move Trinidad and Tobago forward. Tune in weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. or join the conversation on any smart device at TNT Today Show. Trinidad and Tobago Today. Start here, exclusively on TTT. This Valentine's Day on Talk City 91.1, we're talking about real love.
Not the fairy tales, not the perfect endings, but the love that comes after heartbreak.
Join us for Second Chances, Love After Heartbreak.
If you've loved and lost.
If you've survived divorce.
Or a long relationship.
And somehow found love again. We want to hear your story because love doesn't always start perfectly, but sometimes the second time means even more.
Call in, share your journey, inspire someone who still believes. Second Chances, Love After Heartbreak.
Only on Talk City 91.1 FM. Real conversations, real life, real love. On Monday 9th to Friday 13th February, join us for Second Chances, Love After Heartbreak. Powered by the House of Angostura, Whittier, celebrating 65 years of connecting the Caribbean. Flowers 137, Cinema 1, Gemstone.
This week on Taking It Front, we bring you a powerful and timely conversation. Join Derek Charbodi, law enforcement officer, counselor, mentor, manager, and founder of the St. James Police Youth Club, celebrating 3 decades of dedicated youth service. On Talk City 91.1 from 12:30 to 1:30, Derek speaks directly to Generation X, exploring the many challenges facing this generation and their parents, from discipline and mentorship to social pressures and changing values. More importantly, he'll be seeking real solutions, offering insight, guidance, and practical ways forward for families and communities. That's Taking It Front with Derek Charbodi. Talk City 91.1 FM from 12:30 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. Real talk, real solutions, real impact.
This is Destra. And right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked. Bang, 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 bang.
Oh boy, oh boy. We are back. Time check. It's 8 minutes to the hour of 9 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report. Yours truly, the pitbull of radio. That's who I am. And Lennox Smith, the big word man, in studio. Yeah. Not forgetting.
Before we went to the break, I did mention about live artists in parties and so on, having people do weird things, in mass. It's called herd mentality. One person does it and everybody just, they give instructions and everybody move. I was wondering from you whether you know of the weirdest. The weirdest for me is when they say take up something and run. And man started to take up man, woman, and go with them. Remember that? They went to the party and they become it, put the woman on the shoulder and them gone. And then, of course, prior to that, you have, of course, move to the right, move to the left, and people just crushing on each other as the artists give instructions. Have you come across those kinds of things over your experiences?
Yeah. So what you have to do when you see a situation like that, partner? Make sure you just have a woman that weigh at least 400 pounds. You know nobody ain't going to pick you up and run. Then fellas train out wicked. You understand? Then fellas train out the wicked. So with that happening, you know with that happening, your thing will just remain there, or my thing will remain there. But not only that, the way how things is too.
She anchored there.
You're frightened. You're frightened. You're frightened to organize and pick up somebody thing and run. And I like, look, I see man picking up man thing and run. But then when I saw that for the first time, I see a man after with bottle pelting it at the man for you woman else. I say, lad, what you pick up the man thing for?
Them artists and them could really, only train that can happen, I've never seen it anywhere else. But here, and so intense and so serious. You know what I mean?
All right.
So it is a feature that is part and parcel of the process. And let's hope you don't lose your loved one or your better half in that process, because many people have some very sad stories to tell after Carnival.
What?
Our winner is Miss Savita Singh.
Yes.
Savita Singh.
Yes, let's hear a piece of her music. Let's hear a piece of
You got the music?
It's called The Ring.
It's called The Ring.
Ring?
Said our very efficient and efficacious director.
Play it.
What you doing, man? You leave your ring again. Again. You say you're loyal, you say you're true. But when the weekend come, I can't find you. Ring on the counter, phone on mute. And you come right back in your Sunday suit. If it squeeze your hand, I will make it right. If we fall off, I tape it tight. Alibaba, you know team man. Next time I go hold your hand, tell me why you out alone, baby. Why you leave your ring at home, baby? If it too tight, I fix that thing. If it too slack, I still want my ring. Nah. Don't play so bold, you forget you done married gold. Don't play so bold, you forget you done married gold. Don't play so bold, you done married gold, boy. Na. My friends, they see you down in bamboo, drinking and wine, and they say it was you. You think you slick, but you can't fool me. I could tie that ring to your neck, you see. If it squeeze your hand, I will make it right. If we fall off, I tape it tight. Alibaba, you know team man. Next time I go hold your hand, tell me why you out alone, baby. Why you leave your ring at home, baby? If it too tight, I fix that thing. If it too slack, I still want my ring. Nah. Don't play so bold, you forget you done married gold. Don't play so bold, you forget you done married gold. Don't play so bold, you done married gold, boy. Na.
Bang.
Oh boy. I ain't gonna lie now, boy. But the thing nice, the woman laying, you know.
Yeah, but I think the controversy is that the creme de la creme, the upper echelons of a winner's row, is still dominated by male, and therefore it's a male thing. I think for the first time, a woman has topped the so-called chutney competition, and of course those male-dominated organizers and maybe artists and so on can't take it.
But like what she said, if we go out, if we go out the ring cafe, why you leave the ring home? If it can't fit here, I go fix it. Why leave it home? Don't do that. The woman, watch me, see, woman are not bad for the man these days too, you know. Man bad for the woman bad for the man. That just how it is go. Oh my God, all your time check. It's about 3 minutes, yes, 3 minutes to the hour 2, 9 o'clock. What do you know coming up next?
Oh yeah, the time is upon us, and it's expired. Wow, I didn't even realize it. I was now having fun, but I think I'll go to Spargus and finish finish what I've started in studio. Yeah. I'll go and finish what I started. I think I better go now because I mean it's half time.
Well, definitely, you guys would be on Monday and Tuesday.
Monday, Tuesday, yes.
I will not be in your company. We would have production sitting with you.
Yes.
So that we could broadcast it to people.
People, we have a special arrangement. I may well be on George Street and Andy where he is, and we'll be able to, of course, do what we have to do. That's how the technology has been able to have us in different places, but at the same time.
When you see that, you ain't get your pass. When you see that, like, you ain't get your pass to be able to come in. Why you went and asked for your pass so late? But just say them no use Lennox Smith, get him a dance, and they go say, oh, Lennox Smith, the big word man. Yes, you can go up to TTT.
Yeah, I didn't want to use that passport. Right, partner? So I who knows if things didn't work out, I'm just on George Street there. So the problem with traffic is the outer part of Port of Spain to come in. But if you're in the center of Port of Spain, it's much more easy.
I just wanna share some advice with parents and of course people on the whole. If you're coming into Port of Spain and you know you're going to be chipping behind the trucks and you have your little children, get yourself a pair of earplugs. They're very cheap, sometimes just $10.
Yeah.
And protect your hearing. It's
That is
very important.
thing. But men, of course, have been taking that advice or been given that advice from time immemorial as well. That every night you have this constant noise.
Why you and your colleagues and them with all your music have all these powerful trucks that busting people ear bell boy and then telling we $10 for earplug. All your wicked yes.
Well, it's not that. That's just the culture. Sometimes you spend $1 million on a PA system, and Carnival is the only time you really get to see it perform,
make some money.
perform.
Yeah.
And
then you have to have the boom boom in order to get the
music
attraction.
Music is energy.
Yeah.
And if you don't feel that energy, then something feel like it's missing from the band. As a matter of fact, if your truck not powerful and loud enough, you don't get no work.
You can't go to such a thing with a jukebox.
Nice. So Lennox Smith
you bring jukebox and tongue, Andy. Jukebox you want?
You don't know that.
Yeah.
But Nigel and Lennox Smith, until Monday morning, please God, our time is up. So Trinidad and Tobago, after God family comes first, be safe on the nation's roads. Be safe through the weekend here and your carnival events. Enjoy yourselves. Until Monday morning, please God, yes, yours truly, the Pitbull of radio. We are out of here.
These are not just stories. They are the echoes of who we are, passed down in voices, in silence, and in memory. From the heart of the Caribbean, where history, mystery, and magic meet, this is Echoes of Our Folklore. Echoes of Our Folklore. Your weekly journey into the legends, stories, and whispers of our islands. Brought to you by Talk City 91.1 FM. One of Tobago's most enduring legends is that of Gangang Sara, often called the African Witch of Golden Lane. The story dates back to the late 18th century. According to tradition, on a stormy night, Sara was blown from her home in Africa across the sea and landed safely at Lekoto. From there, she traveled to Golden Lane in search of family who had been taken there many years before. Sara lived in a remarkable age.